Whoop, we're here. Hello everyone, welcome on in. I am early. I told you I would be, I warned you. The groceries came earlier, that was handy. Welcome on in to the last stream of Season 4 of Ricky Rorty, nearly said episode, frickin' YouTube days. We've got, to start things off, the second leg of our semi-final in the Piala Malaysia against JDT, where we hold a 1-0 lead. Can we make a cup final against one of Terengganu or Bangaraya from down in the second tier? That would be very nice if we played them. If we can, actually no, I lie, it's Terengganu. I've just noticed something on screen. And also, our last 5 games of the league season, we sit in second. We just need to finish top 3 to qualify for Asian continental football. We just need to not bowl it because we only got one tough game in our last 5. Happens to be JDT, but it's at home. So JDT at home twice. Let's hope we do all right in those games. Welcome on in, everyone. If you're on YouTube and you're around nice and early, make sure to leave a nice big thumbs up on the stream. It helps out greatly. We're going to be going for a wee while today, a good 3.5 hours. So a bit longer than my usual streams. Would have been a little bit earlier if it weren't for the fact that there were some missing ingredients in the grocery delivery. So I had to email. But I've got credit, so that's the main thing. But welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. So also, I might need to take a little break at some stage. My sugar, diabetically, was going down. It's actually not too bad now, so we might be okay. I've got a box of lollies here if I need them. Here's the box of lollies. Oh, geez, did that get? Oh, yeah, backgrounded. There we go. There's the lollies. So you see, we've got some aeroplanes, some snakes. If we go around, you can see that's pretty much the same. The nice little banana in there. And there's also, right at the bottom there, a little bit of a creamy berry sort of one as well. So if I do start to crash out and get the hot sweats, because that's what usually happens when diabetics go low, we can do that. But hopefully that won't be needed. And to be fair, it's hot enough, I'll probably just go get ice cream anyway. So from the freezer, because that's quite handy on a nice hot day. Says the man who's currently still got half a cup of cocoa that he's going through. Because coffee and tea are yuck. Right, let's get into it. So, last stream, we finished things up off the back of that first league win away at JDT. That was thanks to a book hurt penalty late into the second half, or first half, sorry. Caden Soper and Jib will touch on that shortly. Not terrible. I mean, a 4-week gap after that. So, that's what I've done off camera. I've played a couple of friendlies, won them all quite comfortably. That first one with a rotation. The other two, something close to a first team. We were missing Gope and that last one just because he was on New Caledonia duty. But yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. So hopefully that will continue. I've also changed a different setting for the Facecam today. So we'll see if that's any better. Wait till the actual gameplay happens. Hopefully I can get some money at Christmas and buy a new Facecam if that's not the case, because it's not going very well. But you see, we had a good stream yesterday. Draws against Terengganu and Selangor, so league-wise, we should be okay. Terengganu probably the big concern. I mean, Selangor, we should get above them. We should be in a really nice spot. Only 24 games in the season. We've got some pretty nice fixtures to finish up before JDT on the final day. So, like, Penang, not going well. Have got a new manager, so that could be interesting. We've got Sabah, who can be tricky. They took points off Terengganu recently. Perak at home, that should be a win. And WTS have not been very good this year. So, honestly, I'll be disappointed if we didn't win all 4 of those, but at least 3, maybe drop some points at Sabah. But as long as we do that, Terengganu, I don't think could catch us anyway. So those 4 games crucial. Hopefully nothing riding on JDT on the final day of the season, because that would be a little bit dicey. Previous meetings, for some reason, they could show the more recent ones up top, because we have just beat them for the first time. But first up, we do have this Piala Malaysia Semi-Final second leg, where we will, if we win it, take on Terengganu, because I missed that during the intro. They won the second leg 1-0, so we will not be taking on a second tier team. It would be Terengganu, which would be quite difficult. But hopefully, based on how we're going this season, winnable. Certainly a lot more winnable than JDT over 2 leagues, you'd think. So, we've got a 1-0 lead going to the second leg. Hopefully the fellas aren't tipsy. Now, 2 changes to our usual first choice 11 here. Mod Dean starts. Soper is back, but only recommended for 45 minutes. So we're not going to risk him with the league being the main focus here this season. Also, we've got Nasri at left back, handy youngster. Unfortunately, Amir picked up a yellow in that last league and got suspended. So that's what's happened. Otherwise, though, it's our best 11. A couple of players have recovered from injuries, Draman in particular. So that's very handy. And yeah, Ismail's still out for another couple of days. He'll go onto the bench instead of the snail in Saravanan. But to be fair, he did do quite well yesterday, Saravanan. A 6.94. Morning! I so frustrated Arsenal lose last night, mate. I'm a Liverpool fan, so do not... this weekend has sucked. Sport-wise. Apart from the World Cup draw. I feel like that's almost a win for New Zealand, the group we got. But... oh, Liverpool. The Phoenix. Oh, that... jeez. The Black Caps. Injuries, but still. The Black Caps. I prefer England to Australia, so England in the cricket. It's been all a big bunch of suck. So, yeah, not great. Be fair, I do still have football multi live though, so as long as Real Madrid and Manchester United don't let me down, I'll get some coin there. Surely Man United don't lose to Wolves though, good grief. And Real Madrid are playing someone average, so hopefully that's going to come in for me. But right, here we go. 1-0 up over JDT. Let me just keep an eye on the sugar real quick. Oh, yeah, we're bumping up now. We are probably going to have to do a top up at some stage, but that's okay. Should try and have a bit of cocoa. Hold on. I should check the temperature actually. It's probably mental weather for a cocoa, but just trying to soothe the throat. What is it here? We've got time today. We've got maybe only 6 games. It is a solid 24 degrees with a bit of a warm breeze. So, yeah, not sure if a cocoa was the right idea, but, you know, I felt like one. The wife was grabbing a coffee, making an instant coffee. I thought, screw it, let's have a cocoa. Right, semi-final. Let's go. So we've got Nazrian and Moddine for the suspended Amir, and also, of course, Soper, who's only recommended for 45 minutes on the bench. Otherwise, though, it's a pretty darn strong team. Why have I got my right winger? Not the BFM still changes stuff all over the place. Also, if anyone's wondering, Next Gen list did just come through before this game. It still doesn't work properly. In case anyone was wondering with the update that's come out. But let's see how we get on. I'm also going to keep a big eye on the Facecam here because I changed the priority in Task Manager. So I'm hopeful that we are going to be a lot less laggy. It's not awful. It's we'll see. I need a new face cam. I think that's probably what I'm going to learn here pretty quickly. But here we go. Yeah, I mean, we weren't that great to be fair. Let's trust the guys to make a difference. And here we go. At home. The mighty Manjung. Have I got the thing on? Ah, there we go. Right. Oh, is that going to slow me down even more? We'll just do it for games, that maybe. Get the reshade on. Does make the game look better though, doesn't it? Right. So a 1-0 lead in the ocean blue against JDT in the blue with the red stripes. Shahishawam. That's a name. But this will decide how many games we're playing today. So it's going to be interesting. And this face cam's not horrific. Still not perfect, but maybe to bin off the green screen. That might be what's doing it. I quite like the green screen though, in the background. I don't know. That probably would fix everything to be fair, so maybe I need to think about that. Right, we're on the ball. Remember, 1-0 in front. A draw here is good enough for us. Fuad, didn't find Mod Dean, and now we're in trouble. Mod Hanapi. Into the mixer to pull back. It's a good save. It's come off the post. That is very fortunate. He was offside anyway. But that's a bit fortunate there. They really had a good chance to make it 1-0, and based on stats, that's what they probably should have done. Now we will praise, because of course it's the whole 1-0 ahead technically thing. But we've done nothing here so far. We haven't changed anything tactically from the first league, I believe. Played a couple of friendlies on positive, but for the most part, we're just gone from positive back to balance because it's JDT. We've got a shot off though. If we can just hold like this, we'll be okay. There was a yellow there. It was to Gope, and he's a bit knackered anyway. Probably got back a bit late from New Caledonia duty because that was within the last week, give or take. So that's definitely going to be an issue. Matt Zide did have a minor injury coming into this one too. He's okay now, but that rating's not great. But we are going to get into half-time at 0-0, and that's very, very fortunate. So Soper can come on now, and with Mod Dean on a 6.3, that's probably a good idea. Razak at right back. Now Matt Zide and Bookhood are not going well, are they? Let me just have a sip here and think about this. Right. We'll leave them out there for a bit, I think, because we've got 3 stoppages we can use in the second half. Stay on balanced and just tell the guys that they need to create more, I think, is probably what we do here at halftime. Because it looks like we actually finished not bad, match momentum-wise, so a bit of a weird half, that one. Yeah, there. Might be a bit harsh, but hopefully we keep the ball. Geez, they have really upped those crowd noises, haven't they? The Manjung fans, to be fair, do get behind their team. And we love that. About the Ocean Rage. Right. When the pieces don't fit anymore. There you go, YouTube. Just doing my best James Morrison impression for you. But I think we might actually end up making 2 subs here shortly because Matt Zide is knackered and book hurt. Ain't great. And we've got a fairly promising striker in Zelani. So, and he could be quite useful with that. Let me hover. There we go. Look at that. He's massive for this level. So we'll do that. Be fair. Sahari's not going too good either. It's our attackers not up to a lot here, but we'll try those. Subs when they go through. We should probably still praise too because we are ahead, of course. So we don't mind the way this is going currently. Zelani might have won that, but didn't hit it to the right team. Lane. Golder. Or Glauder, that might have been. Went full Marshall Ericsson there. Past. Who wants Scooter? Oh no, this looks dangerous. Jeez, we're defending well. At the moment. Yep, we'll take that. Nice pass, Soper. Safari. Do something. You've been rubbish. Not that. But we're still 1 goal in front. That's the main thing. I've left it too late here. Antakang. Mod Hanapi. What's he going to do? Nothing. Roslan. Out to Cools. Got some good names on this team. Mod Hanapi. Oh no, why have we left them so much space? Thankfully Martinez didn't need to worry about that, did he? So we've got a left back going fairly. We're already missing a starter in that area, so that would be a real gamble. But on a 6.3, there's probably not much to gamble, is there? So we could bring on Azar, who's got a fair bit of potential, or it's Mod Falsey, who is a 5 out of 20 marking, a 3 out of 20 tackling. But he has legs. I mean, to be fair, he's probably not much worse, is he? So we might do that. We'll trust one of our star players in Safari. Excuse me. Right. That's our last stoppage. But this is some real negative harem ball stuff from us here. Not that we've seen much of what we're doing, because obviously we've had no highlights. Just bump this up a touch and do, well, I say bump it up, time waste a touch. Tell you what, great time for the song. Very appropriate. Let's go, fellas. Now or never. Make a cup final. Two minutes away from a filthy FMing in our favour. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Suck it, JDT, you big bullies. Flat track bullies. At home, you thought you were going to get the job done. We got a penalty. Handball, thanks to whoever that was. And would you believe it? We've held on for a nil draw at home. We are going to a Piala Malaysia final against Terengganu, which isn't a gimme. But if we can get past JDT, well, holy hicka Martin's 7.6. He's stepping up for us. Is our Brazilian goalkeeper who came in for Candido. That is a great way to start the stream. Right. Yeah, I will just say they didn't play well, because we don't want that to be a theme throughout today. But that is very, very nice indeed. We'll just turn off the reshade so we get through this without Facecam issues. It's just when the game is going on, though. So that's a bit weird. Anyway, but that's a big result. Yeah, there's the next gen list. In case anyone's wondering, it still does that. And then it does, once it decides to work, you still miss number 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. So good to see they fixed that. Yeah, but Kenneth Eichhorn from Dortmund, in case anyone was wondering. That's Germany, isn't it? Yeah, okay. But that is a big W. We will definitely save that. See, I've had that. Got to where I needed to quite early this morning. 4 hours ago. Goodness me. All right, I'll process. Let's put this in the dishwasher, guys. Just as we go forward. Oh, actually, no. Before we do that, I need to rest players because we've got a quick backup here. 3 weeks off, and then hilariously a 3-day backup or something. So let's just check selection info. Yeah, these guys, thank God that didn't go extra time. Training, rest for 2 days, and also team shape. I'll probably go positive for this because it's worst team. And let's get Nasri on the bench and Amir in at left back, please. And that'll be nice. You can go back down to the second team. Start to trim some numbers ideally. Yeah, you can probably go off as well. If he's just there for some reason. Anyway, all right, I'll go put the this in the dishwasher just to see people. All right, here we go. Easy peasy. Now back on the water. Youngest, okay. Ravindran Shahishwaran, that was his name. I think I got it wrong. I think I called him Shahish Warm. But he obviously came through a youth intake recently. We should get that shortly. Maybe even before this next game. If not, straight after it. Isaiah Ting, he is an American. Okay. Did he come through? No, they got him off Valiers. That's yeah. And he didn't cost a lot, did he? But that's a bit filthy for that. Fair play. Good deal, guys. For a fringe player. Jeepers. How did we beat them? Okay, Boadi at Liverpool, doing well, if only in real life. Okay, yes, he's got potential, so we will do that. Also, if anyone's wondering, Matt Zide, that contract extension did go through from late yesterday, which, yeah, that might not have been the best idea, but hey, not because he's not a good player, but just because, oh, I hate how that does that. Yeah, we'll do that. Why does it do that? Anyway, Penang, who are rock bottom, next. So we can do a prediction for this one, I think, because we don't have a weird in-between thing. So let me just ask Sophia Wilson off to Arsenal. It's good to see we're getting some news about... Looks like we're getting a bit more of that sort of stuff showing now around the world, which is always good. But we'll do a pred as we take on Penang. Let's start a prediction. We are the home team, Shaun, so let's sort that out. Boomfa, boomfa, boomfa. If you want to win some channel points on Twitch, there is your chance to. And that Terengganu game, the final is in 3 games more time after Perak, so that's kind of weird. I thought that would be into the season, but apparently not. Record attendance too, right? We're on the up. Let's hope we get a frickin' coaching course and we can stay here. And some money. Should really check if we get anything for that cup, because I haven't looked at it at all yet. I presume not, but don't think that's no. What else should we be doing? Okay. Yes, that's the main one I want to check with you on. Otherwise, no, you're all last, man. And also we applied for Al Jazeera. We didn't make the shortlist. That happened in that little gap as well. So, is what it is. I imagine we're going to get a nice little rep boost at the end of the season as a manager. Whether we move, though, we will wait and see, because the whole coaching badge thing is still a bit of a guts ache here with our current manager, but we are doing a really good job. You can see some of our little tendencies there too. We've got signing and selling players only for very good deals, which I feel like is a nice one to have. Signing young players. Shaping players to become competent to play positions they are not natural at. So we've got a couple there. Maybe you need to get rid of that preferring to avoid to speak with media, but I mean, it's such a balls ache in FM, isn't it? So, you know, it is what it is. Right, we'll chuck a quick save on here. And get into Penang. See what Caden Soper can do. Gave him 45 in that last game. I can't imagine too much would have changed in between a couple of days. Maybe Sabah, and I mean, really aiming to get him right for that Piala. To be fair, that is off the back of a break, so it does kind of make sense, that timing, doesn't it? Makes the break not as long, which is kind of handy. But quick look at the table. We are 4 clear of Terengganu. We really want to keep that. Selangor, though, we've got 2 in hand on them. They are running out of games. Want to make the most of these ones we've got here. We aren't going to be able to catch JDT, unfortunately. But let's hopefully get a good result here. Soper 75. I reckon that's worth doing then. That's worth starting him in then. If that's his recommendation, everyone's fit and available. That's a very strong team by our standards. Ismail is not quite right, so that's okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, strong team. Steely gets Soper up to match fitness in this next little patch of games before we've got a final. A cup final here with the Ocean Rage. We'll just do this as well. Right, there we go. Okay. It's like the lights in a wrestling match. They darken them around the edge of the ring or something. That's what we're doing here. We're on a good run. They're bottom of the league, guys, and we're at home. Like, you know. Oh, they lost 5-0 to Selangor. Oh, we need to make the most of that then. Soper is playing well. Enjoys a lot of possession. We know what to expect. They're going to try and park the bus based on that. Alright, Penang, they are parking the bus. 5-2-1. It is. That's terrible. That's horrific, that is. What is this new manager doing? But here we go. A W here really should be the game. I'm a little bit worried about Sabah outside of the JDT one, but hopefully by that stage we'll be sweet. We've got WTS, even though it's away, that should be winnable. Really, this is one of the ones you bank on us doing well in. So hopefully that's what we can do. Wahab. They've got the ball here. We have Penang in the yellow. Us at home, of course, in the ocean blue. When we do wear yellow, it's like a Wellington Phoenix colours. I shouldn't have brought up that useless freaking team. Right. Abdul Rab. Oh, this is looking cheesy. Thankfully, it's just gone over the bar. But that's not the most encouraging start, let's be honest. We've not done a lot, really, in the stream so far today. And in this game, I kind of hope we would. Let's encourage. Got to remember about shouts, Shaun. It's taking a while to go through. There we go. If we don't do much in the first half, we maybe go attacking. Because I'm sort of tempted with where these guys sit. Now looking a bit more dominant, just not doing anything with it. We'll just hold off. It's not a cancel highlight there. Right, get up and win this. Love that from you, Gope. Safari, Sahaimi, Fuad, passes it forward, out to Amir, back in the team, it's a good ball, they've blocked it. The defending's looking a bit better, don't know if we like that. Liked it in that previous game, wow, that's an interesting shot. Trying to catch out someone in the crowd, maybe doing something a bit dirty. Interesting work, cameraman, I see what you're up to. 36 minutes in, still in the ball. That got weird. That was smart. We're playing well, just haven't scored. And really, 3 points here would be good. Tiranganu still have JDT at some point, so it might not be awful if that's what they got today. But I think we will go attacking. Our wingers are not going well today. Our attackers aren't going well today. We'll leave them for now and go attacking. Confirm those changes, address the team. Keep going. And let's tell them they've got the ability to make a difference. Start to try and take the game to them here. That's an interesting option from the restart. At least it wasn't one of those ones that went straight out of play. But let's see. Really going to try and take it to these guys now. Right, Matt's side's a bit tired as well. He's not looking great, let's be honest. Yeah, we'll take him off for Army. Definitely in the domination now stats-wise, but geez, Book hurts on a 6.3 and going a bit fairly. Safari, right, we're going to have to make some subs here. These guys up front are not playing well, and it's costing us so far. Azar, who's a bit of a striker anyway, so that should help, and Zelani. We are still doing our normal stuff, so we'll demand more. Yeah, here we go, demand more. Corner. COL, Zelani, big units, find one of them, or don't. This could work still though. Amir, it's a ball, far post, it's a horrific header from Azar. Okay. We do still see a highlight here though, a bad, hopefully going to make a bad. As he tries to go out from the back here. No one's marking that guy, Jordan. Oh, that's a bad though, Azar. Ball forward. Pen? No? Okay. Oh, there's please. Yes, Zelani! There we go. The youngster. Isnawi Mod Zelani. Of course, everyone's got a freaking mod in their name. And he makes it 1-0. That's what we like to see. I thought that maybe could have got blown up on Mod Army. Thankfully he didn't, because Zelani, the youngster, the big unit, with plenty of potential, puts it past the bad. It was Jordan who made a bad, so don't call him Michael or Will. He ain't on that level. But 1-0. I might go back to positive here, just for a touch of safety. But that's good, we've got our goal now. Gope a yellow away from a suspension. That is interesting. And still recently did, of course, go on international duty. Oh, that's fine. No one's fault for them. That's right. Of course, they're playing 5 at the back and 2 just in front. They are defensive AF. So, be fair, it's not super surprising that it took a while to break them. Soper, that's got to be a pen. It is. Right. Not Book Hurt. Who will this be? Who's on the pen? Zelani going for a double. The youngster. Yes, boy. I need to add that. I really need to add that sound effect. But a pretty deadly on the soundboard. But he's gone down the middle. 2-0. This is turning into the banker it should have been, which is nice. I tell you what, a Bear might have just smacked his forehead against the post there too. Yeah, he's holding his head. Concussion check. G'day, Beardy. Yeah, I think that's good. I see on social the Americans are taking the piss out of you a bit, but I thought that was a good draw for you guys. But I'm quite happy with what we got in the end. I mean, I think there was a group, the Canada group, we could have got for a little while. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I had a pretty good. Yeah, I saw that, like all the outfits doing that. Right, we've got one more sub we can make here. Gope was on New Caledonia duty recently. But yeah, the US are quite random, it feels like at the moment. So who knows what they could be like. And it probably depends who else comes out of the playoff in that group, in your group. But yeah, you guys can definitely get out of it. No doubt about that. Especially with the third place thing. And I'd like to think we might get 4 points. Just quietly, out of our group. We can hang with Egypt. We've proved that in the past. 2-0 win. That's good. Oh, that's really good. If Terengganu played, or are they going to catch up? But that's good. We're going above Selangor with a game in hand. That's big. Aging Belgium. Yep, exactly. Our problem is, despite Chris Wood, we struggle to score goals. So, that's kind of the issue with the national team at the moment. Although Wayno is finding some form I'm seeing for Port Vale. So maybe we're not going to be as bad as if Woodsy's not firing. Although going from Port Vale level to the World Cup, slight difference, but still. He's got to keep it going for another 6 months too, but hey. Yeah, Zelani, very happy with him. And it was a great defensive performance, right? We were the only game, so not too surprising then that Terengganu haven't kept up with us, but that's big. We're only 4 games left in the season. We are looking nice. Remember, top 3 is continental football, so if someone's going to miss out between us, Selangor, and Terengganu, we can make the most of that game in hand over Selangor, because, of course, remember, JDT, final game of the season. We did just, of course, get past them to make a cup final, so that's quite handy. Now, what is our schedule like now? What's the gap? Tuesday, Sunday, we might be okay with that without having to do too much rest. So we've got this game, a week and a half until Perak, then a gap before a cup final against Terengganu. Sabah's probably the trickiest in this run home we've got in the actual league, apart from the obvious one. Not doing that well. They've gone up the table a touch, but did take points off JDT. Lost to Selangor. That's a bit of a bummer, actually. Haven't played for a month, though. We're about to not play for a month. Took points off Terengganu. They're not going well, but they're also pushing decent teams, so they're a weird team. The Sabah outfit. Yeah, I hope so, Birdie. Even if it's just a decent third place performance. We can definitely pick up our first win, which I guess is the main aim, but I'll be targeting getting out of that group. Like, hopefully using some of our youngsters and making the most of taking on some teams who are probably on the other side of the hill. But no, looks there's some fun groups at that World Cup. You got the France, Norway, and was it Senegal in the same group? And that looks like a real fun group. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, I think was one. Gotta be honest, I slept in for the first hour and a half of the draw, but it sounds like I didn't miss much, so I might have actually won at life doing that. I think I missed the Donald Trumpy stuff and the whatever was going on with performances. I might have actually skipped the parts that were skipping, so I might have actually done quite nicely there. Alright, we'll just touch this up a touch. So, Ismail's back. That's handy. Our actual fourth choice centre back. Yeah. Netherlands, Japan, European playoff, and Tunisia is good. Yeah, that is a good group. Yeah. That was the other one. You skipped it all. Yeah, it started at 6 where I was just no, that's too early. Unless it's a work day, I'm not getting up that early. And apparently, some of the stuff I saw on social media, one of the English sort of commentators, as they were going through all that sort of stuff, saying hopefully they'll actually get through the draw by the time that the World Cup starts. So I think I've made a good decision. Not deliberately, but just timed it well. But yeah, I sort of got the late part of pot 3 and all of pot 4. So good timing for where we were anyway. Got the important stuff, seeing as we came out right at the back end of it. You've run training well. I'd like to see that. It's about the time not away from me. I suppose any actual A-League on the server or something. There's no real sport on there I want to watch, I don't think, that I was previously watching. Don't feel like watching the Ashes. Frickin' England. The Phoenix are on. Okay, that's 2 hours away though. It's bordering on late stream. And the men are later than that. Okay, it's League at MX. I don't know if I've rights to. I don't know if I've subbed for that league. We'll be right. We'll focus on streaming, Shaun. That's probably a good idea. You absolute mug. Right, here's our 5th choice centre back. He's out injured, or 6th choice centre back. Centre back injuries are just prevalent here for right now, but Ismail can go there for Saravanan. Your second team. You can go back into the second team too, mate. And yeah, hopefully that's going to tidy up the tactic page. Right. Sabah away. I better sort out that prediction too from the last game. That was a win for the mighty Manjung. Let's do another one. Because this could be a slightly tricky game. Hopefully not, but it could be. I mean, they haven't been winning many games, so hopefully I'm talking rubbish, but they do have a tendency to compete. As JDT are crowned champions, so best we can do is second. That's what we're going to be gunning for. I do not like the brackets. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get you. But the thing that got me was I get why, but they keep saying the factors. Rio's favourite word was factors in the bit I saw. Like, I get it though. You don't want, like, I mean, we would have ended up in the England-Croatia group if not for factors. So, as much as I would have backed Chris Wood to go to town against England, might have actually got helped out there. by Ghana, I think it was, being before us. Right, let's do a save here. Yeah, 17 minutes, that's in the danger zone, isn't it, on this year's game? All right. Here we go. Sabah away. Soper is still 75, so he's perfectly fine. Yes, we got 2 in Vancouver and 1 in LA. I thought we were also off to Seattle, but I saw this morning that's not what's happening. So that's good. I might actually have to watch the breakfast news tomorrow, which I hate doing with that TV1 stuff here in New Zealand, but they've got the TV rights, so they're going to unveil which games are free to air and which games you have to pay for. So that's going to be interesting. And you guys all bet, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, you guys are going to Camp Vancouver too. That'll be nice little scheduling for you. Located well. Right, impress me, fellas. I have faith. Show me why I have faith, please. Safari. Oh, it's former club. Hopefully they'll remember him well. Yeah, nice. Vancouver, Seattle, and San Francisco. There's a nice. Yeah. Good little situation there. Yeah, I like good form later. And that's what football's all about. Right, here we go. The 4-2-2-2 against our 4 sort of 2-3-1. Let's hope Matt Zide can re-find his best form. He's been a bit average so far today. I suppose the other thing in our favour at the moment, goal differential. And that could be important. So remember, the top 2 spot is Champions League Elite. The 3rd spot's the one down, which I think is just called Elite 2, which actually probably suits us a lot more. So we're not going to play a dangerous game because we don't want to like deliberately try and finish 3rd, because then we'll probably end up finishing 4th. Is Perek leading Selangor? That would be huge, because they've already got a game in hand. They've played a game more. If they lose that, that is going to help us out greatly. Especially if we play like we have been so far here. Let's encourage the fellas. Is it? Is oh, that's nice from you, Draman. Safari on a yellow, so we might have to get Azar on at the half. Oh, okay, that's found Gape. That's good. Or Gope. Safari. Sahaimi. Ball over the top. Is he off? Yes. Awesome highlight game. Really need to show that one, didn't you? Alright, I forgot to do the thing. Right, there we are. That's why we haven't got the lighting. Selangor. Leveling. Even still a draw there wouldn't be horrific. And no, I shouldn't have spoke. We'll stop talking about other teams. Right, here we go. We've got a corner. Bookhurt to take it. Short. Matt Zide. Far post for Well, how's that not gone in? Either a great save and he might have tipped onto the post as well. It's a... Oh, whoa. Bookhurt was not expecting that. Wowzers. Jeez, I'm Sheldon Cooper, but Bookhurt. First time hit. I thought, oh, yeah, let's get this game wide. Oh, I've seen the chance from COL. Nope, what a freaking goal. The Aruban. Big goal, that one, to give us a 1-0 lead. Stop getting so titchy, Match Zide. You got an assist. Don't be grumpy when I praise the guys. And burned. Hopefully not. Oh no. Don't. No. Yes. Referee, blow your whistle. Someone mark him. Yes, okay, good. I thought I was horrified what might happen there. Oh, oh, oh. No, don't blow now. Don't blow now. Do not be a wing and blow now, referee. Let this run. Let this run. Oh, okay. Yeah. Had a chance to make it 2. Right, that was the various sides of me abusing referees. Decent first half in the end. Took us a wee while to settle into the game, but going all right. Well, we'll take off Safari on a yellow for Azar. Let's probably get this a bit more centre to me. Anyway, right. 1-0 up. Doing well. Could play a touch better. It's been a bit of a wonder goal that saved us here so far. I'm very happy with you, Book Hurt. That was a wonder hit. And let's get settled in for this one. 3 points here, Mahusiv. I'm in. Let's try and win this in the air. Love that from you, Sahaimi. Nice flair from you, Burkhurt. Matt Zaid in there for Fuad. He must have stayed on side. The arm went up from someone there. Oh, that is Jeremy's F, but we'll take it. Matt Zaid makes it 2-0, and Soper gets one of the tinniest assists you'll see in your life. But Amir with a shot. I'm not even sure Soper's touched that last, but he gets the assist. Be some proper debate in the FPL about that. Fantasy Malaysian Super League, or whatever they do the acronym for this one. Oh, Matt Zaid. That's a interesting ball, but Azar's there to tidy up. We're going to keep on the attack here to Amir. Matt Zaid. Fuad. Oh, that one doesn't quite dip in time. Book hurt. As if it gets saved. But 2-0 up. This is looking good at the moment. Pump it deep. Gope. Down for Soper. Azar. Who's going to get to that? Matt Zaid. Oh, it's a lovely flick on. This time help from the woodwork. Caden Soper makes it 3-0. Lovely, lovely this is. With either side of the half. Well, off the back of half-time mainly, isn't it? Let's not lie, Shaun. But he's actually seen that incredibly well, Matt Zaid. And yeah, double post to that. From Caden Soper. Goal and assist. 3-0. Very, very nice indeed. This will go a long way to getting us inside that top 3. Especially if Terengganu continue their scoreline. Dangerous mentioning that, but that would be quite handy. I'm not expecting it to stay that way because WTS have been very, very poor this season. Right, we'll make some subs here, I think. Who could use a rest? Amir could actually use the extra minutes. We'll take off Gope. Ismail coming back from injury. But COL might be handy. Give the young striker a run and maybe Mod Dean for Soper as well. Give some of the youngsters some minutes, or maybe should have taken off Matt Zaid. Be a bit filthy if he gets injured now. Oh, WTS, I see you. Okay, that's... You can hit the Mod Dean, but didn't quite dip that one enough. But 1-0 at WTS. Maybe it is opposite day, it seems to say. If I slag off a team, they do well. So, your WTS, trash. Perak, awful. Help us out, both of you guys, please. Matt Zaid for Mod Dean. Oh, off the Demba bar from Draman. Goes out for a goal kick, but with only 6 minutes left, we look fine here. And could be very good if WTS continue to do the opposite of what they've been doing all season and perform decently. But that's a good result for us. Could be a very good result if that Terengganu one held up. Very happy. And hopefully that is going to hold up. Great result. Very good goal from Bookhurt. And Terengganu lose. They've still got a game in hand, but even if they win that, they are now in danger of getting too far behind. We are in a right nice spot here. Treble? What else did they win? What's that? Is that like the pre-season thing? Oh, okay, good. I nearly stuffed that up. That's nice. Matt Zai back in form. Lovely stuff from you. So we've got, I think, a week and a half gap now. Yes, we do. 10 days. Let people rest up. Safari suspended, did I see? That's a bit of a bummer, but hopefully we can get through that game okay. Now, who can play right wing? That's going to be our next question. Need to call someone up here from the seconds reports. You'll be Aziz. Pretty clear cuts. Needs a rest apparently, so we'll make sure he gets that, but he can come on for Safari. Give you a full 6-day rest, mate. But that's a very handy match week for us, that one. 10 clear of Terengganu. With only 3 games left in our season. Handy, handy, handy. Perak up next, who did just lose 3-1 to Selangor. So hopefully, especially at home, that's going to keep our form going nicely into the cup final against Terengganu. Assist bonus for Matt Zaid. Yeah, that contract already proving fun. He looks handy. Victor Vanderveer. Love the name. Defensive midfielder. Do you have any weird nationality? Finnish, but no. Doesn't help us out. So unfortunately our chances of signing you are finished. Now I should probably at some stage keep an eye on this. And also ask for a coaching badge if I can. Newcastle, I swear they've been there for like a year now. It's been so long since Newcastle have actually hired a manager. Obviously, no, I've stuffed it up that way. There we go. Not a lot there that's going to tempt us at the moment, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, Newcastle are looking now. So we can apply for the job again. What's happened here? It's been up there for like... Oh, it's the women's one. Oh. On the way the men's team... I don't know if we want to even apply for that. The way the men's team treated us. How do they look in the Ninja League? Insecure finances. No, actually, it's a horrific idea, Shaun. Not sure why the insecure on the men's team's okay, but yeah, no, we'll leave all that then. And we'll just quickly check if we can maybe, yes, can we ask we're looking like being in Asia next year, guys. You should probably try and let me study for something. Just, you know, putting it out there. Unwilling. Guys. Guys, come on. You don't want to lose me. I've got you in continental. Well, should be going into the actual Champions League. You're not sure it would benefit the team right now. I need a badge. I would like to lead you into Asian Continental Champions League, Elite 1, 2, whatever the frick we end up in. But I don't have any badges board, so you know, we haven't got that many games left in the season. I wouldn't be away for that long. Silly board. Give me a badge. They're warming to it though. They haven't just straight up rejected it like they usually do. The usual excuse is finances, but we might be about to change that with where we finish in the league this season, so we'll see. But if they're not doing anything at the end of this season, we might be doing what we did last season and checking out that managerial market quite frequently. Okay, so 5 days till our next game. Not 8. Let's go up here a touch. Singapore. That might be Southeast Asian. Not a great player though, is he? Might be a bit of a waste of that spot, but we'll shortlist him just in case. But Perec up next. We might as well get a prediction going for this one. If anyone wants to try and earn some Chanel points. It is Perec. There we are. Right. Who are down in 12th. So, really, at home, should be a win. Hopefully that's what ends up happening. Coming off the back of a 3-1 loss to Selangor, who are just below us on the table. And that was when they were at home, those guys. So on the road, you'd like to think they're going to be a bit more vulnerable here. And if we pick up a W there, that's going to make life real tricky for Terengganu. So we might almost lock in continental football if we can win this. With only WTS and then JDT left. As Mod D might be in to win the most promising player. We've got to be super close to a youth intake too. I thought it would come through before that last game. Bayern just stomping their way to the Bundesliga. 13 clear of Eintracht Frankfurt. Where are Dortmund? Oh, okay. Insulin pumping out my pocket. That's lovely. Just yank the needle out my body slightly. Just do the zip up. That probably helps. Yeah, silly buff head, Shaun. All right. Youth intake coming through now. Okay, as one of our former. I can't remember if that Mod D we signed actually on a free or if he did come through a youth intake. Might have been a freebie that we picked up randomly. Okay, can we game? We've had a youth intake. Like, if we have a youth intake, stop. I beg of you. The very gifted Mud Hafiz Sharif. Okay, let's keep an eye. It's a 5 top prospects. Okay. Okay, it's a little bit meh. Another freaking striker. So all we get here are good strikers. A goalkeeper could be very handy though as a backup. So Sharif, that's the guy apparently is a star. And we will sign him. He looks handy. 1.89 meters. So he's tall for a local. No, immediate. Thank you. Actually, can we just try and remove all this? And just do that. Okay, fine. 25's not a big deal. So Sharif will come in. And thank you for the raid, Ginger. The Ginger. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, man. We'll give you a shout out. Ginger. That's a... But thank you for coming on in, man. I hope your stream went well. We're just here with Manjung City. It's our first club of our Journeyman. We've only got a couple of games left in the season. We second. Just out of youth intakes. We're sorting that out now, but looks like we should be getting into continental football next season. So that's going nicely for us. Now, Danish Daniel is a brilliant name. He can kind of play left back, so if he was just there, that might have been a big waste of a great name. I guess we'll sign him. As a youngster. Yeah, that's probably a good idea for you. So Danish Daniel's coming in. If only he had more potential, that could be brilliant. Now, here's the guy who's probably the actual star. Another striker, though. We've got so many good young strikers at this club. And he can only play striker. So, obviously going to pick him up. In immediate, not the future, because that's mental. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try and get rid of some of this stuff. I don't like the stuff. Just work on that if we can. Okay, fine. 30 a week. You got enough potential. We'll get you in. Fazil. Bordan. Mud Anma Bordan. 3.5 potential for a centre back. I mean, hello. He's got nothing else about him. But 20 aggression. Why not? We'll sign you. Youngster. Probably a good idea. So, Borhan. Always angry. Should be Mud Angry Borhan. Asmal Yunus. A right back comes centre back. Probably a centre back because he's actually tall. 18 aggression. We've got some angry men coming through. Kamal's been up to something with that youth intake class this year. He's made them very angry men. Maybe not happy with his playing time since we've made him the head of youth development. And down here, do we bother with any of these guys? Couple of 3-star potential. Might just be handy to have around. So, Lee Jeremy, sure. If you've got 3 potential, that's probably enough for us to pick you up. Kyril Nizam Idris. Yeah, as long as you want a youngster contract, we'll get you. Who else has got 3 potential? Just these bottom 2. Chong Andrew. Midfielder. It's a bit awkward, but that position is a bit awkward, but we'll sign him. Hopefully someone works on him so we can play DM a bit more, or Cam. Either way will be better. And Mod Riza Mokhtar, who is a bit more in our sort of position map of what we actually use here. So, pick up a few youngsters there. Some of these guys are angry. A 20 and 18 and a 17 aggression amongst that crop. And the guys who are going to get definitely let go are Rudol Agus, a striker. Sorry, mate, we've got good strikers, don't need you around. And Welkabala Khalib, who's, again, a striker, so to be fair, that works out quite well. So there's our youth intake. It's not horrific. We'll take that. We know about that guy. And we've got Perak up next. So win this and we really should be okay. In fact, I think we will be. Yeah, Terengganu can only get to 49. So if we win this, we've got Asian football, people, at the Ocean Rage for another season if we are still here for the next season. That's, of course, the big caveat to all this, being a journeyman. Still without any badges. Right, here we go. Mentality. Oh, attacking. Go on. Go on. Let's give it to them. Okay, that's fine. We'll be fine with what we're doing. Just go attacking. Okay, Selangor have got WTS. They'll probably get a result there. This is tomorrow, so we can give some players game time, seeing as we've got not a lot happening for the next week and a bit after this before our cup final. So we'll do that. Uruguayan DM, handy player. No weird nationality though that helps us, so that's a bit of a shame. But we might be able to really improve this team actually if we do qualify for Asia as well. So we're going to have to think about that if we do stay here at the Ocean Rage. But one more win and that will be a guarantee. So let's make sure we pick it up. Some form of Asian football for next season. Could still drop down to the 2-1 if we finish third, but with a game in hand over Selangor, we'll win this and that's looking more likely to be proper Champions League here in Asia. At least a qualifying of it. So let's go. I should have saved. We'll do a quick save. And here we go, at home to a pretty average team, as are in for the suspended Safari. Otherwise, that's a quite nice team we're putting out for this. Wow, what's that rating? 3.6. Now, I swear I put you in this. Yeah, I did put you in the second team. Why are you still in my first team picking? Right, let's go into the match. And hopefully, lock in continental football for the Ocean Rage. In front of our home fans, pick up where you left off last time because you finished that game very well, fellas. Talk to the media because we're supposed to be doing that more. Yes, we can book a spot in the Champions League 2. Hopefully going to be the Champions League 1. I think we deserve to qualify. It's a squad game, so won't miss Safari too much, hopefully. Oh, look, we won't write them off, but hopefully they defend like they're Liverpool. Right. 4-2-3-1. Azar outright. Let's get the lighting properly, Shaun. Boom, far. There we are. Right. There they are. 4-2-2-2, which is a not bad formation, but hopefully it's been nerfed on this update. Our tactics still seems to be working quite well. Let's hope that might be the one that has got mudded a bit. I mean, actually, we're in Malaysia. Maybe it's mudded would have been more appropriate wording. But here we go. At home to Perak in the yellow and black. Losing colours. Uh-oh. Have I spoken too soon? No, okay, that's all right. And of course, if Terengganu don't win, then we're pretty much safe as well whenever they play their next game. But hopefully this is a nice winnable one for us here. As Azar, the youngster, goes forward down that right-hand side, plays it back for Gope, back to Azar. They put into the mixer for Book Hood. It's a decent chance. So well to get up for that one, but just puts it the wrong side of the post. Wunwi Zhan might not have got to that one, so a missed chance there for the Aruban striker early to give the Ocean Rage a 1-0 lead. But a fairly even game so far. You could argue Parekh actually the better of this, which is slightly concerning. Given they're 12th and we are second. And at home. But now we start to try and camp down the right end of the field. Sabah being Penang, that's not going to infect us too much. Selangor over WTS, that will impact us a bit more. Being only a couple of points behind us. Right, we're on the attack here though. 28 minutes and I used to be shouting, Shaun. Goodness me. Azar, that's a horrific ball, but Bookhurt's tracking out wide for some reason. Our striker. Drifting wide again, just like I dread. But these days the game lets me shout. Soper's down. We've scored. Matt Zide. Right, I didn't know if that was going to end up being a goal, that highlight. Let's hope Soper's not too bad because we've got a cup final next. How's he gone down here? He's just been sniper in the crowd. Something has happened. That's got to be it. He's not been touched. He's doing a Sam Cosgrove. Like, what's happened there? Right, is this going to be a... It will take him off to play things safe here, I think, but that was weird. But anyway, I've got a 1-0 lead, that's the main thing. Which would be enough to see us go into Asia for next season. As Amir's got a yellow, so that's something we'll try and deal with. And Gope at half-time. So some of our young wingbacks will get some minutes here. I guess we still praise. We've slightly done that one late, so we'll still see this highlight. If we make it 2-0, they look like a genius shout. Suhaimi, Azar. If we concede it, it won't. Gope just finds Azar. Off he goes. Can he fizz one into the mixer? Yes, he can. Moddine in for Soper. That was slightly odd, but oh, weird. Scream briefly, but Moddine just holds his run and slots it in between the two defenders past Wunwei Zhan. 2-0 Ocean Rage. It's looking very good for Manjung. And half time, we'll take off these yellow carded players just to make sure we don't get any stupid reds. So Razak at right back, Nasri at left back. Bookhurt's going a bit averagely, but we'll see if we chuck Zelani on at some stage. Pretty happy with how that's going though. Tell them they're doing well. Hopefully no more big injuries. Let's hope Soper's not out for too long. Seems we took him off early. Would be quite handy for that Terengganu game. Although Beefy Moddine is a very capable backup, so it's probably an area where we're not horrific if he is out long term. Oh, that... Okay, got a bit weirded out by that highlight. Briefly, but we are now on the ball in a good area. Fuad, Bookhurt. Oh, he's done the defenders there. But his shot blocked. Just recovered in time. The number 69, not quite quick enough. He's no Usain Bolt. And on a 6.4, might not be a bad timing on a yellow. We're definitely going to take him off now. For Zelani. Matt Zide a touch tired. We probably make that our last sub. Give it another 10 or so minutes, but that seems like the smart play. Okay. Get up to about now, and yeah, no other injuries. Matt Zide's probably our most important player when in form. So let's get Army at left wing with the final sub. Has just gone through and we've got a highlight here. It's only 2-0. So I suppose they could work their way back into this. If we decide to play like mugs, but let's hope we don't. Mod Army. That's actually found Mod Dean for that pass was off the money. Oh, Mod Dean is through. But again, their defenders recovered well here. Better defensive effort from Perak in the second half. Selangor 3-0. Not that it matters too much what's really happening here, because we'll be in Asia and they'll be fighting with Terengganu for the last spot. It's probably the least hype song I could have got for the qualifying for Asia moment. We might skip. I don't mind this song, but we will skip it. Give me something. Okay, there's a little bit more hype. We'll go with this. We will just. We probably don't need to, but we'll just do a little bit of time wasting, just in case our youngsters stuff this up. But let's hope they don't. Modine, decent shot. Wen Wei Jian makes the save. But 2-0 in front of their home fans, even though there's a lot of yellow there behind that goal. I say a lot, that might be a stretch, but... Okay, we are going to get this ball back. Hazard. Down the right-hand side. What can he do? Just inside the byline. How was that a highlight? 89 minutes. Got some tight fellas out there. We'll give them a praise late just to make them happy. If it goes through, it didn't go through. But 2-0. Asian football for the Ocean Rage next season. Love to see it. Good performances out there. COL Sahaimi. I mean, most people had good games. They'd expect them to. So, that's the main goal. We've got continental football here next season. In Manjung. We qualify for Champions League 2, hopefully, to make it Champions League 1. And we really should, with that game in hand, we could lock it in off the back of a cup final. Caden Soper, that's a minor injury. Good. Good. Sahaimi's played well. So, what are we looking at, like, schedule-wise here? Have we got, like, a really big gap? Or we'd probably chuck one friendly in there, couldn't we? So, I want to do that on the Wednesday 25th, probably, is the smart option. And I think that's the team we're due to play. Right. And that should be all we need to sort out for the rest of the season in terms of actual fixtures. But next up is a cup final, our first one with the Ocean Rage. Let's hope we get for a friendly without any injuries. We might give the backup players a run in that, actually. But Manjung City with a win over Perak on the projector. As we got a bunch of youth players signing contracts. That's probably a Brazilian goalkeeper, so that's okay. All the youngsters want to stay here off the back of securing continental football, obviously. Does that done anything for us? No, we're still local. Okay. Probably wait till the end of the season. That's changing. We were wing play, now we're tiki-taka. We won't check the managerial vacancies yet. Yeah. Bam, bam, that's what I go to school for. Tune. Right. And there's the main man. Oh, sorry, no. We didn't sign a contract. He's just improving. That's good. Gope. Okay, WTS, that's fine. We can handle being suspended for that game. Oh, Terengganu cooked. Okay, the top three are locked in. It is us, JDT, who are going to end up Champions League 1, and Selangor. Copter Doctor. Oh, you are too. Welcome in, man. It's going really well. So we've got a cup final coming up next. The Piala Malaysia, we're taking on Terengganu, who are the 4th, well, they're going to finish 4th this season. And we've just qualified for a Champions League next season here with the Ocean Rage. It just depends which one. But we'll sort that out after the cup final. Hopefully it's going to be the top one, because if we beat WTS, who are not very good, we'll be fine. Otherwise it will go down to the final day against JDT, and we don't want that because they're the champions. But only 3 games left this season, so you're coming in a good time to see how things wrap up in Season 4. So welcome on in. Good to have you here. But we've got a week off, so we've got a friendly, and then a cup final against Terengganu. So hopefully can pick up some silverware this season. That will make it a very, very good one. Getting you fixed before moving day tomorrow. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Whereabouts are you? You off to? Bow, bow. That's what I go to school for. No, it's a real ball. Okay, interesting signing. Popping up there in the Mexican Women's League. PSG are going to win League Oh, as they pick up the double. Jeez, I made that sound weird. Maybe it wasn't that weird, but we were listening to what I go to school for. It was probably appropriate use of the oh. But the main goal accomplished. Got continental football here next season, which is nice. That should boost us up a little bit reputation-wise. And hopefully the board are going to front up and give us a coaching badge now. What? Quit rumors? Oh, that's okay. We've got him. We've pretty much just got him here as a head of youth development now anyway. But how bad is it? Okay, we'll do a specialist, but if you're going to retire, it's only £900. Should be all right. But he is getting on now. Let's be honest, he's 41. So, yeah. But thankfully, we've got him in a staff contract, so that's not the end of the world. He can just focus on that, maybe. That's a career ender? At that age, probably is, yeah. I was debating just not sending him to the specialist, but we should look after him being a staff member as well. We're not going to go, full Manchester United on our people here at Manjung City. Got to look after them, give them lunch, look after the injuries they pick up while they're actually working. Because he did give us a super aggressive bunch of youth prospects this year. One with a 20 aggression and a couple of 18 and 17. So he knows how to get players angry. That's probably only going to up that even more if he's going to have to retire because of an injury now. Okay, so this is going to be on a Wednesday, so we'll see who needs a bit of fitness before the cup final a week later. Right, who might need a run here? So Kamal's injured, so he's Gonski, Hardy on the bench. Safari back in the team. Although, for this game, maybe not. Actually, no, he definitely needs a bit of a run. I want to make sure that, just in case, don't want to play too many good ones here. Just keep some of them ticking over. How much? Okay, sure. I thought it's, the other guy, Saravanan, might have been better, but it's a friendly. It doesn't matter too much. That rating. Oh boy. Just find a extra DM because that's going to be an issue now. He can play a bit further back, can't he? Jeffrey. Yeah. Okay, you're perfect. You can come up then. Furthest Jeffrey. Certainly a name. And you can go in where Kamal goes. Jeffrey, there you are. And we'll probably chuck you the other way around, obviously. And we'll try that team. Just give Safari and Soper a few minutes, but otherwise, everyone else from the rotation. And hopefully, no one major gets injured. But just keep things ticking over nicely before the final a week later. Which hopefully we can get a W in. But Tiranganu, no pushovers at all. We're in a pretty solid race with us for a continental spot most of the season. Right, 3:20. Oh, still got heaps of time today left. So this will remind you guys, probably going to be going towards 5:30 today. So you've got another 2 hours of me. So we will get through a bit of the off season today as well. To make up for the slightly shorter stream yesterday. Compensating for that well and truly. I think I only missed like half an hour yesterday. I'm done a freaking hour and a bit extra. But that's fine. 5:2. It's worked out well. The wife's got a student concert in town. She has to look after the kids. So I'm sure she'll be thrilled when she gets home. She's either going to be really happy with how they've done or really pissed off. So it's going to be quite interesting. All right, let's get this team ready for the final. Amir at left back. Let's go with, where is he? Sahaimi. Hardy we probably want on the bench with Fuad and for Jeffrey. Those two are fine. Matt Zaid and Bookhut. And that is a very nice looking team for this final. And we probably want to also just drop back to maybe a positive for that. See what the Arse man suggests. But cup final coming up. So we'll get a prediction going. We'll get rid of a draw for this, obviously. Who wins the cup? Not, how I spelled cup wrong. That takes some doing. And why is Tiranganu not popping up of all the names? Alright, predictions live, people. If you want to try and earn some channel points on Twitch, on who's going to pick up this Piala Malaysia. Hopefully our first cup here with the Ocean Rage. Can we ask for a coaching course again, or is that just come up for no? I mean, bored, you got to give me one at some stage. I'm still completely unqualified for this job. And you've got you in Asia next season. I would like a reward for that. New contract. Well then. Can I demand something here? Like, I'm still locked until November, so, which isn't the next season. I don't know if I want to sign a new contract going into the off season if a good one pops up. That's the thing here, that the timing is quite interesting. Let's see what's available, or if anything's coming up soon. The frickin' Newcastle Jets, they've been managerless for like a year now. They turned us down a week within applying, and they're just like, no, we're fine with no one. Don't want you, mate. Don't want you. You're only second with a team supposed to finish 11th in your league. But let's see what's on here. But Newcastle taking their sweet time on that. Oh, there's a lot of women's jobs available in the Ninja League. And these teams decent. They've all got okay finances now, so that's interesting. Adelaide, Brisbane, or Newcastle. Adelaide could be fun. Let's see. Ninja A-League. So, okay, the Knicks are doing quite well now. Adelaide were the best this past season and should be the best of them. With Newcastle not fine, but Brisbane is probably a bad idea. It's actually a step up league rep-wise. If the finances aren't bad, that could be a little bit of fun. So, yeah, they've got more wage than we do currently. Just chuck a cheeky couple in for those two. Well, anything else in Asia popping up, or probably more importantly, you can fix Brisbane, you reckon? Why did I? I meant to do okay, we'll do Newcastle as well, just because I think I meant to skip Brisbane because they were supposed to be rubbish, but we've applied anyway. Love to see a major recovery, especially on the women's side. Like, obviously, I know a lot less about well, to a certain point, there's, you know, I'm in New Zealand, so I've got a rough idea, but also a certain idea. Yeah, well, so we could try it. I mean, I wouldn't mind staying here, but I'm sort of, I want to hold off on any contract extensions. If they give me a coaching course, then yeah, is what I'm thinking. Now there's some fun ones here that could come up. Oh yes, we are not signing a contract right now. Not with the potential of this sort of stuff coming up in the off season. UAE, Ulsan Insecure. That's a bit of a shame, because we do know Korean, our manager. So Ulsan would have been quite fun. But even Al Ain and UAE's potentially handy. Adelaide in the actual A-League. I say the actual, the Isuzu, the one with the less cool name. There's enough interesting jobs around that I think we actually go here. Other improvements. Oh, like, can I say I want a coaching course? I mean, we could do with more wage for the coaching staff too, but I would like a course. I can't ask for a course. I mean, we do need money elsewhere though. Yeah, because I actually want that before I lock in with my no qualifications. Yeah, coaching wage. Oh, okay. They're a bit desperate now, I think. Well, that's good. We might be able to actually improve our coaches and keep our goalkeeper happy. But right, the Reds, the Raw, and the Jets, love how they've got nicknames for the teams who literally have nicknames in their names. Although Adelaide, not so much. We'll see if it's a step up in league, so we've got to consider that. Yeah, we're on a bit of a high as a manager right now, so who knows? But yeah, I kind of wanted to do an ultimatum there. Give me a coaching course, or I'm not going to sign a contract. So it's the awkward thing here in Malaysia too. The contracts expire in November instead of the actual in-betweeny season part, which is coming up. It's like just shy of halfway through the season, all the contracts expire. And it's outside a transfer window as well, so it's really weird. Yeah, it's an interesting vibes here right now. Want to get a coaching course. Also, wouldn't mind seeing how these guys do in Asia their first crack at it. So it's a bit of a 50-50 really. We do have to think about ourselves as a manager in the save at some point. Given the fact that we've got next to no wage budget, we've done a remarkable job with this team. Like, a quick reminder, if we can. We're not supposed to be good at all. We're 11th on the season preview, so we are doing a phenomenal job to finish above like Terengganu, maybe even Selangor. So they really should be looking after us here, the board. They are starting to a little bit, I suppose, with that little request we've got through there. Will get better. Script up. Right. So, a couple of days away from our first cup final of the save. And can we lift a trophy? That's actually probably bigger for our rep than even qualifying for Asia, getting some actual silverware. I love a bit of silverware being a part-time engraver. Well, a freaking full-time engraver, Shaun. It's your actual job. Part-time. I wish. Especially at this time of year, when all the schools are going out before Christmas. Madhouse. Let's try and put Manjung City on this trophy here. The Piala Malaysia. It'll be pretty gutting to not pick it up after getting past JDT in the prior round. Done the hard work. Let's get the reward now, fellas. If we eventually get there. Before our final 2 league games of the season, where we hopefully can lock in some top-tier Champions League football with a win over WTS a few days later. But we are, I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we were in the 2nd-tier Champions League, if we're being like brutally honest with this team. We're only supposed to be the 11th best in Malaysia. It's probably not, you know, great, is it? Okay, the wife's on the way home. I better text her back. Hold on, people. Oh. All right. Better not ghost the wife. It's probably not a good idea. So let's get up here. Goal of the month. Bockhot, absolutely. That was a screamer we saw earlier. I think it's the first time we've won that award. We have not won the manager of the month. I mean, we did take on some pretty average teams. Maybe they... Anyway, our COL team of the month. Bunch of other ones that we've got off the next gen list. Terengganu are the favourites for this, but not by a heck of a lot. There's going to be a very interesting game, this one. Let's hope we can pick up a trophy. Should probably change the tile on Twitch. We go, right. Okay, oh geez, team meeting. I don't know if we want to do that, do we? We're going so well. Yes, the first I'm sorry. How long? I don't think we're that old. Jeepers, that's. I mean, geez, if they're only 73 years old compared to us, then we've been struggling for a while. Now, second team is playing. We want to be fair. They should both be safe for that. We'll give them 60. Okay. Team meeting. Are you sure? I'm not going to. Maybe I should actually. It worked last year when we had to get some results. I'll say we're peaking at the right time might be the way to do this. I think that's gone okay. Maybe I should have skipped it. Maybe I should have skipped it. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, you stupid game. Okay, right. Oh, do we give him an injection? Do we give him an injection? So I've done it in the past and players have actually like gone really weird about getting an injection. We do have a little bit of depth with Zelani, who's a big old unit too. But he's nowhere near as good. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Oh, that's a really crap time for that to come through. The day of the game. Or the day before. He'll miss the last 2 games. That's actually not too bad. Can we risk it for a biscuit? Dylan, welcome in. We're about to play a cup final. Our striker, we're just debating if we give him an injection because he's got a groin strain. And he's in quite good form this season. 10 goals and 22. Riangelo. Perfect time, exactly. Yeah, we've already qualified for Asia, so we've got that done. Not sure exactly what comp yet, but we've qualified for Asia. We've just got a cup final against Terengganu. We don't have to play him. He's going to miss the last couple of games either way, so we'll try. Let's hope it doesn't upset him. Because I have had issues in prior saves before. Thankfully, it looks like Riangelo doesn't mind it. So, let's give him the good old magic liquid in the groin. That's smart. For the number 69 as well. I tell you what, it's all coming together. But here we go. Let's see what they want us to do. Stopping crosses. Yeah, go on. Bypass the press. Go on. And we'll just do those. And let's crack into it. Right, cup final. After a 2-week gap, we got past JDT to get here. Oh, he passed me some luck, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Now, let's get into it. He is receiving pain management. So I guess he can start. Yeah, we'll be fine with this team. So, Zelani's a handy enough backup. So there we are. Let's hope these fellas can get the job done. We are sticking with our positive mentality, so that's actually interesting. I was wondering if the ass man was going to suggest we go back to balanced here. But we're going to try and take the game to Terengganu. Neutral venue. How's Safari been? Decent. A little bit up and down. Good luck. Thank you, Copter Doctor. Right. Can we win a cup? We really shouldn't be, but we've made it this far. Let's go, fellas. Hopefully I'm not going to regret that book herd injection. No pre-match. Cool. Right. The 4-2. Let's get the proper the ring lighting, as I call it. Here we go. Right. Not even a thing. Okay. Come on, the Ocean Rage. We are in the Ocean Blue. That's lovely work from Terengganu in the black to give us the ball straight away. Right, we're going to keep a bit of an eye on Book Hurt in this first half in particular. See how he gets on the number 69, the injection to his groin. Because, of course, that's where he injures the day before a game. Gone all Chris Gale on it. Abdul Rashid, that's good save from Martins. It's a little bit loose early though from us. Very ghosty defensively. Martins will pump this one deep. Nothing doing after that. Tempted to go balanced, but we'll stick with positive for now. Encourage early. But we're not playing very well here to start things off. We're holding enough of the ball, we're just not getting any shots off. Martin's been our best one so far out there. Yeah, not up to a lot. Yellow for Amir. We'll still encourage. If it's still struggling before the half, maybe going to need to demand more. Safari, a 6 PF. No one out there is playing super well up front, so we might as well just ignore the attacking ratings. Probably have to take Amir off at the half. Alright, we're starting to get some shots off, so we'll start to demand more and see if a bit of a double-double might fire us up here. Oh, I should have freaking changed that. Should have changed that. Free kick, goal. Didn't quite go. It's going to go positive to balanced. As that free kick came up, but it was a bit too quick for me. And it's really soft that defensively. Who is there? 11. 11 would be Safari, who's not done a great job there. And we go 1-0 down. Oh, not 2 in a row. Yeah, that would have been last season. No idea. No idea. Half time, we're 1-0 down. We might go same. It sounds backwards, but we'll go balanced. And let's take some people off here because some of them are not playing well. So, Nazari at left back. I think the book hook hasn't worked. Safari's having a stinker. Azar out there. We'll try and leave Soper and Matt Zaid on to improve. Matt Zaid being anxious is not great though, but we'll try that. And just tell the guys they need to front up a bit more. Actually, a nice little spell there too before that goal, which is a shame. Take some shots, fellas. Yeah, that's the thing. So we'll go balance, maybe going a bit more. A touch more defensive can allow us to hit on the counter. We've done all right going balanced against this team before, but the arse man didn't tell me to change it from a positive, so we'll see. But early stages of the second half, we were, briefly, looking decent. Soap is on a 6.3. Might have to bring on Mod Dean for him. He's not being played out of position game. What are you on about? Okay. Oh, guys. Defend. Defend properly. Okay. We've got away with that. We might make a sub here. Soap is having a stinker. So Mod Dean for him. Bit of a free kick specialist. That could prove handy later. Might be a few guys here who don't like big matches. That might actually be an issue. But here we are, Mod Dean, Fuad. We pick out Nazri down the left. Matt Zaid. He's improved since half-time. In the box! Oh. Over the bar. Didn't really... Interesting save attempt from their goalkeeper. Unfortunately, couldn't make the most of it. But definitely looking better here since going to balanced. We'll encourage, even though we're down. Gotta remember, we're not really expected to win a trophy with Manjung, I suppose. But this is a team below us. Gope. Good work from him. Mod Dean back for Azar. Here we go. This is good football. It's liquid. Zelini. Matt Zide, you got support out with you. Nasri, lovely 1-2. Got greedy. Got greedy. Could have looked to square that potentially. But we're playing some decent football now anyway. But we're getting a lot more highlights in the second half. Matt Zide, the captain. Fuad. Cross to Nasri. Matt Zide, off he goes. In for Mod Dean. Fuad. Matt Zide. Just inside the box. Can he square it? You greedy sod. Oh, corner. Don't see anything from it. Surprising because we've got COL and Zelani out there are both over 1.9. What else could we do here to try and get a goal with our final sub? A bit of a wild one here. Azar's been terrible, so let's try Army instead. Chuck Matt Zide out right. I think we leave it. We're not playing badly. Just try and change some personnel. Highlight. We don't mind that with being a goal down. Rahalim. Oh, he's found a teammate. That's annoying. Goalkeepers aren't supposed to do that. Oh, no, Rashid. That's a horrific tackle attempt. Oh, who's that mug? Fuad. Pain, pain, pain. Pain, pain, pain. Yellow card, deservedly so. Right, we need a save here. We need a save here from Martins. The Manjung fans with the big boos as Murray steps up. No. Gotta go attacking late here, don't we? Oh, boy. Okay. That's annoying. It is what it is, though. But Murray sends him the wrong way. 2-0 to be one of our worst performances the entire season. And cup final, of course. Should have skipped the team meeting, shouldn't I? Looking at it's done me here. We'll go attacking. We've got not much choice. Up the tempo, but we just didn't play well enough that first half here. And unfortunately, they scored right before the half. Gave them a pen. And we have to watch Terengganu lift the Piala Malaysia. It's a nice looking cup too. Oh. And that would have been really handy, I think, rep-wise too. That's a shame. But Terengganu lift a trophy. We don't. Yuck. Watch that, fellas. Change it next season. If I'm still here. Yeah, we don't need to watch that. Right, yeah, that first half wasn't good enough. We didn't. Second half a lot better. We should have really started balancing that game. But it is what it is. A couple of players didn't perform. I'm disappointed. I think it's a fair way to put that performance. Murray, of course, he ends a goal drought after 10 hours of football before scoring there. Of course, it was from the spot, though, so I suppose. Yeah, is what it is. We get 14k for that. That's nice. Jeez, it was... We really have... Hello, we've done something good here, haven't we? Yeah, that's fine. You're physio now, mate. Probably should have just left you to it. So Zelani will come in. Let's call up a striker. You can go back to the second team. Let's find a proper striker, please. Second team. Where's Jahari or whatever he is called? Jahadi. There he is. And for Bookcourt, right, and how are we looking here? So the goal now, I guess, is to try and secure the proper Champions League and not the Champions League 2. I'm missing Gope next game, so that's going to be fun as well. Wait, I've gone the wrong one. There we are. We'll just do that because I can't be bothered bringing up another wing back if Ismail can cover there. Yeah, a bit of a shame that. Now what was this called? The stream before that. Right, there we go. Sorry, just stream admin. Okay. Also, there we go. Right, lighting things up now. Geez, the balance is a lot better though. Something's happened for the finances, which is good. If only they could show me a bit of love with that. That's a rubbish page. Okay. Honestly, Carly, not really the lyrics I'm after right now. Doesn't feel better. But WTS next, right? We'll do a power on the prediction too. Oh, did we go out briefly there? Okay, weird. Reload the stream manager. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, cool. Tiranganu picked up the W there, which is a shame. It's a shame. Okay. Get the morale back up and hopefully lock in second. Because I think we deserve that, to be fair. Selangor. Yeah, so just 2 points and we'll lock it in. Selangor aren't playing until the actual final day of the season on the 11th of May. No, I'm not doing a team meeting after last time. I don't think. Oh, fine. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's gone a lot better than the previous one, to be fair. Should be a team we can beat because these guys are in a bit of a relegation battle. Or at least they have been. Yeah, 10th. So they're not in there. They're only 4 points clear. But they're safe because the teams can. So they're not in a relegation battle. They're safe. Mod Dean injured. So he's okay. Well, can't do much about that now. So 4 to 5 weeks. So back into the B team we go. Happy days. Not set pieces. Although I probably should play with those at some stage. Second team. Yazid, up you come, mate, because you are going to get some game time late this season. Once I find you, there you are. Right. Needs a rest, classic. Needs a rest, apparently, but you're not going to get one, at least before this game. So the last 2 games of the season just need a win, hopefully in this game, and we'll be all right to qualify for the proper Champions League next season. And that should actually set our budgets as well, which could be intriguing. We got a budget of 0 last year, so Hopefully it's going to be more than that. No matter how we finish. Anything's better than 0, even 1. Chelsea win the Prem. Bug. Okay, apparently they're quite happy with what we're doing. Tactically, right, quick save. So just go, you can hear some noise out there. It's just see people. All right, back. Right, here we go. Second last game of the season. WTS. Surely a win here. Ahmad. 22, that will do for you. Okay. Away from home, but surely. Much better performance today, fellas. And let's lock up Champions League Elite for next season, even if it's just qualifying. Yes, gives us confidence, that run. I don't see it as there, but I think it is value, and I want to win. Okay, here we go. Let's get the lighting sorted. Boomfa, here we go. Tell you what, it's not a very good looking pitch, this one. Looks a bit patchy, a little bit bare in parts. Looks like partially Zealand's Wimbledon Stadium. A few sandy pitches. But WTS, a team that we've started to build up a good record against the last year or two, after we really struggled to beat them a couple of years back in the second tier. A win. And Champions League Elite, thankfully not given the ball away from kickoff, because I thought that was about to happen with our young striker. Let's hopefully put on a bit of a clinic here. Make up for that pretty poor effort in the cup final. Nothing like getting past JDT to then put out a stinker against the team that we actually finished above this season. But now we're on the attack. Soper. Matt Zide. Oh, nice ball for the big lad. Yes. Maybe I should have played him in that cup final with that sort of finishing. Modzalani makes it 1-0. The big unit up top. 1.94 metres of him. That's a very interesting ball from Matt Zide. It's well judged considering he's actually hit it with his knee. But we take a lead nice and early. That's what we love to see. And we might be about to make it 2, because he should be a big threat here from set piece. Well, we take it short. Safari out to Soper. Unleashes. Not really close, unfortunately, from the Aussie. One 0 15 minutes in. WTS here with a goal kick. Lovely though. We're going to get it back. Matt Zide. Forward. Does play it forward. Safari. Zelani. Long. How has he snuck that through? Oh, the knee slide too. Tell you what. Why did I shouldn't have done the injection. Should have just started this bloke. He's picked up a double inside 15 minutes. But Safari will get the assist outside the box too. It's a speculative effort, and Hamazar can't keep it out. WTS in the mud. We've got a very early 2-0 lead. We'll give a praise out for that. Both wingers with assists. So pretty much all the players who sucked hard last game are playing well in this one. And now we've got a free kick. What are we going to do from this one? So Jaime has scored directly before. Hamazar has nearly made an absolute meal of that, but does keep it out. See if anything else comes from this. Suspect the goalkeeping antics were the highlight, but maybe not. Matt Zide? No, just wide. But that was interesting from Hamazar, just juggling the ball on the line from a direct free kick. But this is a lot better, obviously playing a much worse team, but still. Little frustrating. Didn't show anything like this in the previous game. Razak on a yellow, that's going to make things interesting second half. Ismail at right back. Have to see how that goes. Because he is training up as a centre back, but with Gope suspended. Tis what it is. Quick praise before the half. Good first half from us. 2-0 up, so looking like second spot. Champions League elite here in Asia for the Ocean Rage next season. We will make a sub though with that yellow. Ismail, there's not much difference there, is there? Confirm the changes. Doing well. Keep going. Crack into it. Soper a little bit tired. We'll see how we go with him. There's going to be nothing wrong on our last game of the season against JDT, so that's exactly what we wanted, to be fair, because we could be in for a hurting there. Safari, oh, Zelani looking for a hat-trick, won't quite get it yet. Oh, I thought Matt Zybe was about to try and find him. Maybe this time. No, can't hit the target. But he's on a hat-trick hunt here, our young striker. There's WTS, do try and hit on the counter. It was 2-1 in the away leg of the quarterfinals in that Piala Malaysia against these guys. So when we're on the road against them, didn't put them away completely. Hopefully not going to let them back into this. We are going to, aren't we? I can tell this highlight. Thankfully, decent block there. Right-hand side would have been from Draman. And he was offside there. We cut it out. Happy days, right. Who do we think about taking off here soon? Probably Soper. But no one's playing badly out there yet, so we'll just leave things as they are. Given the situation of what's at stake if we pick up all 3 points here. Nice there from COL Fuad. That's an interesting ball, but with Zelani up there, does kind of make sense. He's a big old unit. That was nearly a screamer. Woohoo. Trying to win goal of the month two months in a row, we are. But Kurt followed up by Mod Zelani. Just off the woodwork. Trying to make their way out from the back here, which doesn't always work against us. But at the moment, isn't going too horrifically here for WTS. But now they try and lump it forward, and we should have it covered. We do. Up to Matt Zide through COL. Back to Amir. Just takes his time. Fuad does quite well to stretch for that. Matt Zide. Zelani all the way back to Sahaimi. Some nice football here. And there for Zelani. Doesn't quite get it down in time. Now, really only goal threat in this game. But it's working. Quick little praise with a 2-0 lead. And now Soper is a bit tired, so we'll start to make some subs here only when we absolutely need to. So Yazid's knackered actually. What we can do is we'll chuck Hardy up there, see what he does instead of the bloke who's shattered. And now that Sahimi's a bit tired as well as Amir, we can make our last 2 subs. I just noticed too, Zelani can play a bit further back. So he'll go to Cam late as a shadow striker. Jihadi for Sahimi. And Nasri at left back will do that. Still 2-0 up with only 10 minutes left. Should be in the ACL Elite, at least the qualifying stages. I'm not exactly sure where we'd enter next season, if we are still here, of course. The big caveat with the money situation. Although that did look a lot better when I saw that earlier, but we are fine. A 2-0 win. We've got Champions League proper locked in here with the Ocean Rage. Get in. Lovely things. Right, address the team. Qualified with that win. Very well done. And that locks in second, so it's a really good season for us. Really good season for us this year, with 1 game still to play against the champions. To wrap things up, Mozzolani, yeah, I should have just started with you against Tirangana, albeit it weren't great. What on earth has happened in that game? 16.4 XG? There's got to be a bug. What on earth happened in that friendly? Anyway, I've got to see the data hub's working. But we've picked up a W, second place, locked in nicely. So, looks like Bungarara coming up. They're turning professional again. No transfer budget yet, which is interesting, because would have thought that having locked in our actual position, that might have triggered that. But not yet. So good 2-0. We're going to have to go balanced against JDT, no doubt about that. And give this guy a good rest too, actually. For a couple of days, so he'll be fine. While Modine is out, Gope will come back in for that fella and at right back. Play a decent team for this game. And see how we match up again against JDT. And this will be quite an interesting game, so we'll get a prediction going. Against the mighty JDT. To wrap up our season here with the Ocean Rage, which has been a very good one. Despite that slight bum we had there with not picking up the cup. These are all players, so you might need some game time. We'll give these guys a little bit of footy for the B team. I thought there was a bug on my leg, but apparently not. Such good form outside that freaking cup final. Oh well. But we'll start to go forward a little bit off the back of this and just see. Oh, okay. I'll try and work on the off season. Might have to tell them that. Especially now that we've got the wages increase, that could actually be quite useful for that. Still haven't heard back either from any of the A-League teams and the ninja side of it. Which might not be a bad thing. Because by the time we hit the end of the season, that might give us the boost. So it might actually make us look a bit more attractive in the job market. Someone's injured. I don't think they're in the first team, so that's okay. Apparently I'm doing a wonderful job. I agree. I'll go far as saying magnificent considering the season preview. But who have we lost? That fella. And now under 18s. So that's not super relevant to me. Run. Interesting. We will try it for the next match then, maybe. But that's probably about it. We'll try that. It's the final day of the season. Top two play each other. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think the teams are locked in to go down and into Champions League next season. But yeah, tough one to finish on a Friday night in Malaysia, in Manjung. By the beach. Be a party atmosphere. Champions League next season. We will praise the guys before the game because that makes a lot of sense. With the last game of the year. Oh, the other thing too is I think the Champions League's got really weird starter points in Asia. Might have to check that. We'll play this game first. Right, here we go. JDT. Let's hope the fellas can perform admirably, might be the word here. Can we do the individual for you? Yes, we can. Awesome. Book hurt. Not that it's going to make too much difference this time of the year, but here we go. Right. A good way to end the season if we can somehow beat these fellas again. Give us a bit of confidence if we are here again next year that maybe we can go one step further with a bit of good recruitment. Right, address the team. Let's do what we did last game, and I have faith in you. Get to the media for the last time this season. Abdul, has the recent fixture list been challenging? That's what football's all about. On a great run, it's good atmosphere. How are you approaching the task? Oh, look, I trust my players to do their jobs. They're not on holiday just yet. Not on holiday just yet. Right, here we go. At the mighty Manjung Stadium, we take on the big dogs. And the little draw to start the stream in the cup saw us go through the final, which unfortunately we didn't make the most of. We lost to a team who are 14 points behind us. Oh, that makes me... That's a bit yuck now. But JDT, the big dogs of Malaysia, they're the champions. We haven't given them a guard of honour, so, you know, none of that stuff here. Must have been a fair while ago then. But we're on the ball early. In the light blue, the ocean blue, JDT, just like before. The dark blue with the red stripes. But this will be a tough one to end the season. If we get anything from it, probably a good result. Tonight. But looking decent so far, so we're keeping this the right end of the field. We'll encourage actually. Do your shout, Shaun. It's been a pretty decent opening for us despite the lack of any shots. Based on where most of the play's been. We haven't had much ball though, so... Yeah, maybe gone off a bit early there. And now Silva for free kick for JDT. We'll loop this far post, head it away. Long range effort. Pretty safe. Forced Martins into a dive, but I think we were looking okay there. And now Now we try and head that one away, but Cools does get that for JDT. Galauda. Morales. And for Galauda, what can he do? Plays it back for Elavabel. Cools over the top. Haven't marked him well there. Teeing the American. Just wide. Just wide. I thought Martins might have got to touch on that, but apparently not. Jeez. Just like last time, our wingers are not doing very well. The people in behind the striker. Good header away by our striker. Speaking of him, but he doesn't know how to mark, which I suppose is fair enough. Mod Hanapi. Good work. No, no, no. Do not give a pen for that. Oh, you absolute joke of a ref. Was that even in the box? Oh, Soper. Right, you're being pulled at halftime. Silva. No justice in the world. I'm not even sure it was in the box, let alone a penalty. But they take a 1-0 lead, JDT, because I suppose they get their penalty back from the first leg of that semi in the cup. But, I mean, he's chucked it down the middle. Martins goes one way. And that was his undoing there. I'd love to see a replay on the actual decision, because that felt like it was very debatable. Now, this is within range, though, for Sahaimi. Really good spot for a free kick for him here. Off the post, and no one reacts in time. Oh, easily our best chance so far. It's been the only thing we've seen so far of us, so, you know, that's not hard. We'll demand more. No, apparently not yet. JDT just before half time. Might be a waste of time highlight. Kind of hoping it is with what's threatening to happen. No, that's nice from Gope. Now break quickly, please. No, this is a waste of time. I can already tell. There we go. Just as we start to get going. That's it. So we're going to take off a fair few players here. There's some guys out there not going well at all behind the striker. So, no, not that. Here we are, right. It didn't change the order all the time, so it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, Mia's stinking out the joint as well, so we'll do that. Might go back to balance there, maybe. And yeah, show me something else. And get our striker a bit happier. Right, here we go. Last half of the season against the champions. Not going to impact where we finish, but it'd be nice to get something here at home. Because if we can't beat JDT, yeah, going to need some work if we're still here and trying to take this team into doing something in Asia. So only got one sub to use here in the second half. So Jaime is looking a little bit naked, so that might be where it goes. But we're not doing a lot apart from that one free kick that we saw. Okay, if we can win this. No, of course not. Teng on the ball, the American for JDT. Lane, oh dear, how we left him open. Nice header away. How have they won the race? Thankfully goes wide, so that's all right. What do we do? I mean, Mozzolani's having a bit of a stinker today, so we'll bring on the young striker and might also just go back to doing that. Maybe team shape. We'll bring Jihadi on, and you know what? Let's try positive, because balance isn't actually working in this one. Demand more, see if that gets them fired up a bit. But not yet. Guys. Let's go attacking. It's not going to hurt us. Nothing to lose by going for it in this game. But We're just not doing a lot in this game, are we? Just a bit too good for us. Might have been taking this a bit more seriously than they were in the cup. The defenders are having a good game, and our attackers are having stinkers, which probably shows what's happened in this one. And a 1-0 loss to end the season because of a penalty, so I suppose you put it into context, it's not horrific. Selangor have actually... Oh, they might have already played all their games, but despite that, a pretty good season. Got to take down the chin, I think. Yeah, did yourselves proud, I guess. Couple of limp attacking efforts against some good teams. Good season, very good season, Copter, exactly. Yeah, we worked hard. Might have a little go at them there. Okay, so, oh, yeah, okay. So back to this situation as last season. Good to see they haven't fixed this yet, where the table's going to look wrong. Because it's gone back to what it was 12 games in. And yes, you can have a big rest now, mate, because you're about to go on holiday. So I think it's kind of accurate, but not completely. There we go. There we go. That's it there. Right, we'll fix it. Okay. So that's how things finish, guys. Second by 5 points. Quite clear in the end, actually. Selangor in the CL2 spot. Terengganu, of course, won the cup over us, which is a bit frustrating now. Perak and Penang going down. A few of the P's. I'm pretty sure I saw two. If I can click on the thing. Bungaraya and Pahanga coming up. Okay. So that's the situation next season. Now it's really a question of, are we still going to be here? Because we'll go forward a little bit. We've got budgets and we're qualified for the AFC Champions League. Lovely. Lovely things here with the Ocean Rage. At the first preliminary round. Oh, I need to check this stuff. Okay, how does this work? East. There's a first and a second preliminary round. Okay. So that's interesting. The winner goes straight through the group stage in the first round. The loser goes to the second round. Okay, so that's good. We're going to be on the group stage of an Asian comp in some form. As long as we win one of our two bites at the cherry, it'll be the top tier. Interesting. Interesting setup there. Okay, so we're going to be in Europe, Asia in some form. What on earth has happened there? Hold on. No, go back. No one I want to look at. Sancho Al Ali. Oh, he looks good too. Is that seriously the caliber of player we're coming up against now? Oh, we are getting it so cooked. It's going to be horrific. Right, what are our budgets? Give me a cool million or something. I mean, it's a lot more than last season. £29,000. And we've got a wage that's been reduced, actually. So that's awesome. Yikes. That's not a lot of money for what we need to do here. Oh boy. We've got a lot of money now though, so hopefully we can make the most of that. Largely thanks to that, that's really good coming in second. I mean, they could have given me a bit more than what they gave us there for that. Selangor lost final day, actually, to the police. I suppose that's a smart thing to do when your position's already locked in. So, has that done anything to our profile? Not at all. That's a shame. We're back to being a wing player manager, despite briefly being a tiki-taka one. Can we ask? No, we can't ask for a coaching badge yet. Right, let's have a... Come on, let me... There we go. what else do I want to do here? Let's have a quick look at this. This is probably what the next, however long we go for today, is about. Just progressing and seeing if we end up staying here. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're about now. However long we last today. Okay, so we applied for the ninja jobs. Haven't heard anything back about that yet. I was trying to do that. There we are. Okay, right. Gumbo Osaka's available, which usually would be great. Really cool club. They're pretty much in the mud though, aren't they? So, which is wild they've waited until this long to actually sack their manager. But yeah, they're pretty well cooked. And we probably wouldn't get that anyway because their club rep's a bit too good. So, unless they come after me, I don't know if we even bother with that one. The Jets are still there, the men's side. Been there for like the best part of a whole year now. Anything else in Asia that is worth going to, I suppose, because we've got Champions League football is the big thing to consider. Mazhal Haka in the CSL, secure finances for China is probably quite good. They are 16th though. They have not started off well, okay. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea with where we currently sit, so we'll ignore that. Bunch of European women's jobs available. V Valen are not supposed to be very good in secure finances. That one's been there for a while now. Okay, and nothing else. There's a couple there in UAE. And obviously they've got money over there. So that could be fun. Might be a bit too much for us. There's some jobs here that actually would be worth the move. If they do pop up once we go down to national as well. At least it looked like there were. Maybe not now. I think so. I think we'll just sit on what we've currently applied for at the moment. We'll go forward and see if there's any boost to our like manager profile. If we can get a coaching badge, it'd be quite nice. Like that. That's really the big argument between me and the board at the moment. Oh, cheapest, really? So we've done a Liverpool or an Arsenal, whatever way you look at it. I'm pretty sure it's a Liverpool, isn't it? Highest points total without winning a title. Love that. Well, to be fair, we weren't really close though, so it kind of shows how good we were this year. We've picked up Manager of the Year. That could be handy. That could be very handy, actually. Oh, just noticed the bar up there too, doing the okay. Well, okay, we'll get to this. So squad planning. Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Goal of the year, Book Hurt. We saw it earlier in the stream. It was a screamer. So that is the goal of the year. We win that. I win Manager of the Year. Get in with my no coaching qualifications. So Malaysia, full of highly qualified managers, obviously. Our local MVP, Matt Zaid, obviously. Team of the Year, Gope and Matt Zaid, and the subs, Book Hurt, COL, and Fuad and Wada. They haven't said who the other one is, so that's awesome. But there we are. We've got just a couple people in there, and I'm managing that team. And yeah, the most valuable local player was Matt Zaid. That's an actual award. So lovely work from our captain. And the other stuff, yeah, midfielder of the year, I reckon Candido would have been in with a shout of that if he didn't leave us back in November. The goalkeeper, but it is what it is now. That stuff is all fairly solid. End of season review. This is pretty not great these days, so we'll just ignore that. But that's really helped the finances that year, so that's big for the club. Squad dynamics, everyone loves us. Now, next season, be competitive in the Champions League and don't get relegated. Okay. Strong, yeah. I would like to see you finish mid-table, I think. Right, we've already outdone the board there. In Champions League, yep, okay, we've sort of done the right talk there because the other one was about this year. We weren't in it this year. And that'll do, okay. And yeah, the earliest pre-season possible. Right, yeah, just accept it, goodness me. You can never change it anyway. Right, have we had a boost? Not noticeably, okay. Don't think anything will pop up here yet. We're in that weird time though, aren't we? Right, what's the vibe out there, you guys watching at the moment? Do we stick to just Asia if we make a move? Or do we try and test the waters elsewhere? I think we try and do something in Asia first, don't we? I think for Varan we're a bit average. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea, that. So I think we just continue for the moment, but let me know. Oh, here we go. The goalkeeper's upset. Well, we've got money now, so I should be able to help with that. Discuss. The board wouldn't approve. Oh boy. Okay. Well, hopefully that's not going to be held too negatively. Blimmin' board. Upsetting my players. Asia, Oceania? Yeah, so, yeah. Essentially what I'm doing then, because we don't have Oceania loaded, apart from the Kiwi teams in the A-League. But that's sort of what I was thinking as well. And we really are going to need to look at what we can do to improve this team, because we are going to get cooked in Asia with our current squad. As good as they are, we need to get a bit closer to competing with JDT, because I don't know if they're really going that deep in Asia. We should really check how they go and what we might need to look for in the market. But we've not got any spare rage. The contracts don't expire until November, which is another annoying thing here. And when it actually starts, I suppose, is the other thing. Okay, we'll get through this. Hello, you look handy. Burundi. Playing for Gorilla, which is just a brilliant name. That is Africa. Yeah, so might not be a great idea, a 30-year-old out of there. Well, that could be, but he's worth a bit of money, which doesn't really suit us or our shortlist. Okay, let's maybe check just in case here. JDT, how are you doing in Asia? Okay, so it was won by Al Ali back in April. If we go, how do we check this? Oh, I hate the screen. Right. How can we check stages? Oh my lord. Okay. There we are. Okay. East, group stage, East. JDT finished 11th with 2 points. Southern Gore 0. We're going to need to, yeah. If they're only getting 2 points and they're 10 points better than us in the league. We're in all sorts of trouble here, aren't we? Like, we want to be going to... I find it mad that they've got the Australian League below us based on that, ranking-wise, because Sydney are finished 6th, so that is mental. What about West? Anything we can take out there? I mean, UAE is okay. That's the only real one on that side. So, yeah, we are going to need to really improve the squad, aren't we? If we're finishing below, like, Bangkok, JDT can't finish above a team that aren't in a playable league. It's not great. So it's really Japan, Korea, or Australia are the big three, or UAE maybe. So we might need to think about that in terms of nations to look at. Forgot to check the start date too, so that's great of me. I'll have to go back to that screen that's annoying. Right, oh, jeepers, that we can't compete with that. £1.5 million contracts for fringe players. Goodness me. Right, end of season break for the squad. Once we get to the end of the month, things could get quite interesting, I suspect, here with the job centre. So we'll burn through this stuff here. And they're away for a good month. So we've got a month to figure out what is going to happen with us here. Yeah, not enough potential. Have we got a boost? No. I'll have to wait till they actually end the season. It's a shame. Can't ask for a coaching course. Now, we were going to go back to these guys, and I wanted to check. Fixtures. Oh, it was on there. Starts the 1st of the... So August it starts. Okay. So we do actually need to sort out our transfers before... Yeah, we're going to do it early business this year. If we stay here. Won't be very useful waiting till December. Because by that stage, we might already be out of it. So, yeah, we need to make the most of this money idea. Say, also, I'm going to be going to that screen a lot, guys. Just early warning. Boom for rules. Rules. What's the... No, I want rules, not competition stages. What are the rules? Okay. Top 8 go through. What is the matchday squad? 6 foreign players. So we could get an extra foreigner in just for the Champions League, but that's really it. We do get nearly 600k for participating in that comp, though, so that's handy financially. Interesting. Interesting things to consider. So we could sign an extra foreigner just to make sure we're not going to get... For any weak area we might have in the squad. What's this job, out of curiosity? In the Wii League? In NAC, wasn't it? Oh, they're a good team. They're a really good team. Okay. Okay. See how that goes. But at the moment, I think we're still playing the waiting game until seasons officially tick over. Yeah. I mean, a Vispa would be kind of cool if that popped up. A couple, yeah. Oh, Soul. I did a little bit with Soul in the beta. I know about those guys. Secure finances. Okay, that's fine. Couple of seats. Okay, right. Playing a bit of a waiting game. On the men's side, anyway. It's probably a bit of a Hail Mary, that Japanese one we've just chucked in there. The Aussie ones, maybe not so much. They have taken a fair while to, well, I say a fair while, maybe a week in game, but it feels like a little while to look us over. Oh, JDT have had someone retire. Spanish player, I presume, coming from Bilbao. Okay, here we go. There's some stuff going on. Nothing too interesting, though, to be fair. Book hurts fit. You're not sure if the injection was the right play there in that cup final, to be fair, with him. Have we? Oh, yeah, that's right. We've got other people doing that for us. All right, well, what's happening here? Oh, boy. I mean, it's not the worst time if you want to go home, mate, for a little while. Matt Zide, can you sort that out, please? Nope. Okay, so we've got a grumpy player. Lovely. Oh, short leave? Yes, we'll do it now. That's great timing for it. How long? Perfect. Like, honestly, best timing possible. Man management master stroke there. Right, we'll go up this a bit more. Okay, so he's on our shortlist anyway. Oh, you're a Malaysian. You could be quite handy. Although we're quite good in the cam roll, I feel like. He's only okay. All right, let's burn through this sort of stuff. Willie Lucas, Australian goalkeeper. Interesting. MacArthur, the Bulls FC Academy. So I presume that's what we're on about there. But yeah, I suspect once we hit the 1st of June, stuff might get interesting around the place. Job-wise, maybe. Still a bit annoyed they haven't bought for when the season ends change, like straight away. Be very handy sometimes. Okay, what are your recommendations? Is there anyone here that we didn't sign? I thought we signed all these guys, so we should be okay. Yeah, no, he's not that great. He's not that great. No, he's rubbish. Game, no, he's not that good. No, I think we're fine with what we've got there. Whoever that is. I don't know why they're here to use development. Kamal's not dealing with that, but yeah. So Martin's off. That's just going to be pre-season, a little bit of it, so that works fine, that leave of absence. Off from Malaysia back to Brazil. Right, what is happening here? I think we've got that guy in our shortlist. Still probably have to work with free transfers here if we are hanging around. What have we got here actually? Sorry, player Rex. Very handy player. Yep, you could be alright out of Tirangano. Chile. Very good fullback. Okay. Left back though. Alright, so not a lot coming through there. Can we? No, still can't. Okay. Still cannot ask for a coaching course. Surely they'd give us one now if we asked. Got them a lot of money this year in Asian football. They should be happy. We are not going to Adelaide. Okay. Only one so far. There were 2 more in Australia. That doesn't bode well for the Japanese job. I mean, Adelaide were the best of those teams that past season, to be fair, so that's maybe not surprising. But the disrespect put on our performances here in Malaysia is baffling, to be fair. We really need to go somewhere with a coaching badge available to us. It's holding us back something horrific at the moment. Brisbane rebuild? Oh, mate, you might be on. If we get an interview, the big question is going to be if I can get a coaching badge with them. Oh, did I see something there? No, okay, no. I saw the green, I thought, oh, hello, but that's that. Okay, they felt we were a good fit, but we haven't got shortlisted. Appropriate song at the moment for the main sing-along, but anyway. I haven't got to that bit yet. Okay, never mind. I was waiting for the I give up bit, because sounds like we've got it semi-close to being shortlisted there. A little bit of a higher rep than we have, to be fair, and they've also had a pro license, so those licenses are definitely holding us back at the moment. No, still. Come on. Let me ask the board. Might be about to give up soon on the job hunt. If it goes the same way as last year, I don't know what's going wrong. We've actually had a rep boost since then. Hopefully someone has a look at it this time around. Despite our lack of badges. Ricardo Pepe off to Fulham from PSV. That would be a move. Intriguing. Yeah, fair enough, mate. All good. Yeah, I'll see how much longer I stay on today. But thanks for popping in today, Copter Doctor. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get some responses soon from the other 2 Aussie teams. Might be your Brisbane might be on. We'll see. But thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate the activity in the chat. And hopefully you have a good rest of your day, night or morning. Have a good one, man. Right, Mod Dean. Back from his injury. Dennis Simon off to Aston Villa apparently. Seaman? It sounds a lot like it, doesn't it? Oh, here we go again, right. Guys. Oh, you're making it. I don't know if I want to sign it yet. Oh, good. Yeah, no, we don't want to sign any of those guys. Okay, we've been offered a new contract, but oh, no, I want a coaching. I want you guys to legitimately give me a coaching badge first. I can't stay here forever if you're not going to, especially if you're not going to bump my wage up either. Is this page going to work now? I just want to see if. So we got those three. Is the right? We have got some far more interesting jobs now. Okay, I don't know if I've got a shot at some of these, but Align UAE probably worth throwing the hat in for. The sixth best team over there. That's pretty darn good. It's supposed to be the fourth best team. That's. I don't know if we've got much of a chance, but we can throw a name in the hat. Kyoto Sanga. Did they stay up is the big question. Oh, wait, I think they did. Yeah, just above Gumbo Osaka. So Kyoto Sanga are a decent sized club. Surprisingly, they're doing that poorly. They are, where are they supposed to be? 15th, so they're not that great, are they? But it's a run to the J League, which might be worth trying to take if we can. Checking the finances, they've got okay finances. It's probably better than what I've got here. Tokyo, those are J2s. We're not going down to J2. We won't be going to another top flight team if we're already going to be in Asia here at the Ocean Rage, despite the funding situation. Then we're getting into other continents quite a bit. Ooh, that's a lot more gettable for us. Seoul Eland. We know Korean in game, so you know we can charm them with that. They are partway through the season as well. That can make this one a little bit interesting. What was their previous manager like? Kang Jong-muk. Regional. That's not much better than we were. Only the Continental B. That could fit. That could really fit. I've got secure finances, which sounds better than okay. I meant to check the K1 and actually see. Oh, they're in the relegation zone, aren't they? Should be doing okay though. You know what? That might be worth a punt. That might be worth a punt. Going to a better league. We looked at that. They finished 16th. Gamba going down. Otherwise, there'll be a really handy job. What is V Varan at Insecure? So no, I don't like V Varan. Watch them be a team that actually asked us to interview for them. Yeah, that really interests me if that comes up. There's still a couple more that are Insecure. There's yeah, Liverpool at the top of the list these days of the ones we haven't applied for, but there's a few applications we've thrown in now. So we'll see how they go. Yes. Which one requires a response? Oh, yes, right. Can I add a clause? No. Nah, I'm walking away at the moment. I'm walking away, Ocean Rage. I want a coaching course before I stay here. I would like to actually progress in my career. Stop stringing me along, guys. I gave you a lot of money this year. Put some of it into me. And also, if you can, to actually up that transfer percentage, because 0 is just ridiculous. Club, can we ask the board for that? Finance, yeah, that I would like quite a bit. Okay, you'll sort out contracts later. We'll see if we're actually staying. I probably will eventually talk to the media just because we need to get that up, but we would like to keep drumming, I think, going into next season. So it probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Here's one of our better, I mean, it's weird. We need to try and improve if we stay here. Yo, okay, Jay, hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Just getting through the postseason currently. Figuring out what we're going to end up doing here at Manjung. We've qualified for the Champions League here in Asia, but the finances, well, they're a lot better, but we still can't get a coaching course. So they're trying to offer us a contract, but we're sort of turning it down currently until they maybe do that. And we're seeing what's going to pop up in the market too, because it's not the right time to sign a new contract. With that in mind, they have rejected the percentage of transfer revenue, which is currently 0. So we do need that to be better. Yes, I think I've had a pretty big hand in that. I mean, but it's 0%. I mean, you're going to lose me if you keep doing this, board. So we have not got a increase to our percentage of transfer revenue retained of 0. So that's great. It's really hard to improve the squad going into continental football if that's the case. The board are a bit annoying here. Just when I think I'm getting them on my side, they just sort of become wangs again. Potentially because I turned down the contract, but still. If they want me that badly, I think they'd start to, you know, look after me a bit more. But we finished second in the league this season. That's not the right table to look at, but we are going to end up in Asia in some form. Depends how we do in the qualifiers for the proper Champions League. If we lose both, we drop down to the second tier 1, which is still not too bad. Oh, hold on. It's all right, just the wife's having dinner, that's all. Right, what was I saying? So we finished second, got Asian football for next season, but that in particular is really annoying, not getting an increase to our transfer revenue percentage, because 0. The Champions League kicks off in August, so we need to actually sort our squad out before the contracts all expire in November. So, if we're going to get nothing from any players that we sell to try and improve the squad, that's an absolute horrific situation. So, and we checked earlier, JDT finished second bottom of the group this year with 2 points. So we're already on a hiding to nothing, really. So yeah, we're just sort of seeing what's going to pop up in the job market. That's why we're looking elsewhere. Yeah, I think we are definitely going to try and get some of these players. We should really look at this a bit more. Contractors at the moment, just in case we stay. Because look at all these ones expiring. So it goes down to Ahmad. So Amir's pretty good local. Ismail is not on much of a wage. COL is probably quite high priority to keep. Kamal, not some. Wow. He is, because he's ahead of youth development, so it's a bit of a different one. Sahaimi's very handy as a local. Gope, we could improve on as a foreigner, so we'll see about that. Bookhurt had a pretty good season, to be fair. We should probably try and keep him unless there's a really good option out there. Safari was okay. Mod Dean, homegrown, highly promising, so we'll probably try and keep him. Drummond, yeah, good for a local. Caden? We might have to try and look at upgrading Caden. Because he's alright, but that could be a good way to try and improve a foreign spot. Sahari's a handy backup, although, is he? We'll see about that. He's homegrown, quite decent. Ahmad is not much chop. Okay. We won't get onto it yet, but that's given me an idea of what we need to look to do. We'll get into the 1st of June. We'll go for a little while longer, guys. I said around 5:30ish, and then we'll call it for today. We did go live quite early today, but we'll try and see if we get a bit of a clearer picture of what we might do. And we'll continue with that in the next stream on Wednesday, if anyone's wondering. Yeah. Streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, New Zealand time. Around about the same time, give or take a couple of hours. Usually about 4 p.m. start on weekdays, the Wednesday and Thursdays, and the weekends a little bit earlier. Roughly around 3, but today I did get in a lot sooner because of general stuff. Yeah, see, how are we not getting a better percentage of transfer revenue with that big boost we've given? It's kind of mental. Can we ask for a coaching course? Nope, of course not. 1st of June, right, we'll have another look at this. So there are all the jobs we've applied for. There's quite a few. 6 of them, I think. Yes, so Soliland, Newcastle in the Ninja, as well as Brisbane, that's the women's. Also Inak in the women's Wee League, Koda Sanga in the men's, and Al Ain. All look interesting. To be fair, Newcastle, the finances aren't great, so we might not be looking at that as much. Especially the way their men's team treated me last year. Jan Regensburg, there's a throwback to last year. So we'll just sort that out. So it's going to refresh some stuff maybe. We are want to stay in Asia. After discussing with the chat. Now, a couple in India, that's a big step down. So there's no point doing that because they are nowhere near getting into Champions League spots or anything. They're very average. V Varun, like relegation favourites, somehow stayed up. That's a bit of a hiding to nothing, that job. Gumba are going down, otherwise would be quite interesting. And I think from this point forward, we're getting into the areas that aren't great. We are really keeping an eye on some of these. Like, yeah. Oh, that's not Asia, Shaun. I saw the Alan. Got UAE on my mind, but of course that's Egypt. Would be interesting though, actually. But yeah. There's a couple more that might pop up, and I saw China briefly there as well. League One, though. So we'll see how those couple of... Probably this main bunch and maybe Seoul if it comes up. Is what we're looking at the moment. With this manager just desperate for a coaching badge. Really desperate for a coaching badge. Wouldn't be a disaster if we had to stay here, but we wouldn't want to overcommit, I'd say, the Ocean Rage at this point if they don't back us a little bit. Right, what's happening here? Yeah, we have got a bit of that sort of stuff. Think about that. Okay. Amir, we'll just say there's not a lot to say, but I'll probably sort some of that out off camera. Well, it's probably the little bit I'll do before we come back for next stream. Some contracts for those guys that I'm looking at keeping. I think we've got a good Malaysian core, but it's starting to look like some of those foreign spots could be upgraded a little bit. The likes of Gope, Soper. I know Caden's been great for us, but got to think about trying to close the gap on JDT a bit. So we're at least somewhat competitive in Asia. And that might be a stretch anyway. Try and make sure we're going to hold on to a qualifying spot and bring money into the club that way. If we are still here, of course. Some of these clubs are taking a fair while to get back to us, so that might be a good sign. The ninja ones anyway. Yeah, they can offer mega wages compared to us too, JDT. So it's so concerning that they're so bad in Asia. Oh no. We might be better off just getting cooked in, oh, that's not good. Getting cooked in our qualifiers. So we go down to the second tier. That's the lowest rep of all the clubs. And they've turned us down. Oh no. We might be stuck here. No, not going to solely land. It probably means that FC Seoul, if it came up, is a no chancer. Lack of experience in guiding teams away from relegation. Are you serious? I'm with a team expected to finish 11th and we finish 2nd. That's guiding them away from relegation. Oh dear. We clearly did too well in our first season, getting them from outside the relegation, just outside the relegation zone up to 4th, because now everyone thinks that we don't have any experience. Back up. In doing that and trying to save teams, and we did actually kind of help in the first season. What have I done that for? No, not yet. Okay. That's a bit of a blow, that. Okay. A bit of a frustrating reason as well for not getting it. But that's okay. There might be a payoff in the long term. Correct. And takeover talks. It's always the relegated teams that get takeovers here in Malaysia. It's really weird. You've been relegated. You must need a takeover. Hope you remember to pay your local king. My local king? What, in Malaysia? How you doing, Zach Heed? Hope you're doing all right. I'm sure I did. Right, what was I think we're just continuing, aren't we? Waiting for some job applications to come through. Some results from them. Yep, there we are, right. Because Brisbane and Newcastle have taken a fair while to think. This is the Japanese team, to be fair. And that's got a continental one, right. We will sort out his contract as soon as possible, Kamal, because he is our head of youth development. So we'll tie him down to that, because he's quite a good one. At least attribute wording wise, he's supposed to be quite a good one. Once the game lets me. Oh, the Sultans. Sultan Nazrin Shah. Ah, okay. We'll see. See where we end up. I don't think we have. Do we have one of those in Malaysia? I don't know that much about the. I didn't research the club background that much. But maybe I need to sort out with the local king to sort of. You do? Ah, okay, right. Yeah, I need to have a word with him then. Give me more percentage of transfer revenue because we've got lots of money now compared to what we used to. And some of that money also, I'd like a coaching course. So yes. All right. Local Sultan, can you swing some good for me? Quite appreciate it. Okay, so Kamal is a bit of a big one. Let's have a. You can retire. I'm not going to convince you not to. Although end of the season, that's a wee way away. Can we do a contract with you? Yes, staff role only. Okay. I can't. Oh, you're joking. You want that much? Oh, goodness me. Okay. That's not great. Oh, of course, yeah, Brunei. Yeah, she should have known that. He wants a lot. He wants a wage rise just to be a staff member of £300. That's mental. If I talk to the club, finance, staff, Will that count as either of those? Might do. No, I still can't do that. I'm mostly only stuff about the job. Oh, okay. Fair enough. No, that's all right. Hey, good stuff to know. Now though, let's just have another quick look because it's been a week since we had a proper good look at this. Okay, so any Asian jobs popping up here that are good, worth making a jump for. Not really at the moment. A big football fan, there's some rumors flying around. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Take a brilliant team name, but second tier. Nah, otherwise I'd be all over the Jeonnam Dragons. That's a new one though, so there are new ones popping up. LA Galaxy. Interesting. Norway. I saw a K at the start of the North. Okay, there's not really. That one's still there, but they are so supposed to be bad. They stayed up. they're not supposed to be good at all. They might have the money. We could throw one in. Yeah, okay. No, good to know, Zakid. We might just throw one in just to see with that. Oh no, they went down. Okay, never mind. Yes, these ones that would be amazing, but the clubs are probably too big for us. Lovely name, but second tier of China. The Zhong victory. Surprised they haven't sacked the manager yet, being relegated. There's just might not be a lot going on here. Apart from what we've already seen. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Well, too long on that one. That's not the end of the world. I was a bit suspect on that one anyway. Viva Nagasaki. Jeepers, got there eventually. I'll go for another 10 minutes, guys. Then I will. Oh, for something exciting. It's just the board rejecting more stuff. Then I'll call it for the day. Discuss with the board. Okay, well, they don't mind doing that, but they don't want to do anything for us. Interesting. So it's a couple of times in a row now they've done the coaches for us, so that could be handy. We still can't get ourselves anything, no. Start seeing who's live, just in preparation while we're waiting for the game to process. Get a good raid going today, hopefully. What's going on? Oh, studs up, Slive. Handy, handy. Right. Anyone gonna get back to us? Okay, text bill. 2 new sponsors. Lovely. I wonder how good the scouting budget is too. Okay, book Hurt off to play for Aruba. It's good. Get him back into training at the beef. We're actually nearly back at pre-season. Oh, that went weird. Mind. Okay, got some sponsors. Lovely stuff. Extra 10k through that. It's not that much, to be fair. Right. Cool. Scouting budget 6.5. How do I do the scouting range? There. Okay. That's not a lot. It's, yeah, that. Okay. It's not the greatest scouting budget in theme with the club as a whole, really. Still can't. Jeepers, guys. It's pretty simple at this point. I would love a coaching badge. Otherwise, I might just look at going elsewhere. I'm going to actively look at other jobs, but you're kind of my last resort if you don't give me a coaching badge. Manjung. Gabriel off to Real Madrid. Arsenal 44.5 million. That seems cheap. Yeah, last year of his contract, I suppose. But interesting. Real Madrid doing the tap-tappy in this universe as well as real life. Well, the way Canarie's been going, they can kind of have him if they want. So is anything going to come through before our players come back from these other jobs we're waiting to hear back about that we applied for a wee while ago now? Like, be a solid 2 weeks. Maybe even longer for the... well, there's one, Japan. To be fair, that's not super surprising. Continental Reputation Club. We've actually been a sneaky chance of doing well. Honestly, is there an Asian Women's Champions League in game? Or in life? Because that club would have been quite decent in that. Not that we have to worry about it now. So we've got a couple in Australia that we are waiting to hear back from, as we've got a bunch of these people who've come through all the next gen lists over the time we've had in the save so far. Just a flat out no from them. That was their previous year. Probably fair. She's got decent reputation compared to us. Okay, we will look to... I'll try and sort that out in the future. Might look at staff as well. So a quick look. I say a quick look. It's never a quick look, but see if anything has popped up that's new. There you go. Sort that out. So we did that one. J2's a bit of a weird step for us. It's looking very similar to before, isn't it? Hey, Portuguese map gamer. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. What club? We're at Manjung City. So we're in a weird spot right now. They don't really have any money. Well, they do. We've got them a bit of money, but we've just qualified for the Asian Champions League. But go for Liverpool. Yeah, I won't get it. I won't get it at this point. I'm struggling to get jobs elsewhere in Asia, clubs with a lot less reputation. So there's not a lot of point going for that. We're still starting out as a manager. So we could, but we would just get shut down big time. It's not really worthwhile. Oh, you play a tempo. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, man. Yeah, so we're doing a Journeyman and we're still quite low down. We've got no coaching badges. That's actually why we're trying to move, because the board here won't fund us a coaching badge. So it's kind of holding us back right now. So we're going to try and sort that out. Hopefully. During this off season, I was going to double check where we're actually waiting to hear back from, but there was the 2 Aussie clubs on the women's side. Is it anywhere else? Is anything going to get a discount this Christmas? I don't know. You'd hope so, given the state of the game. Not sure though. That's maybe next year at some stage. Might be a bit too soon, but I wouldn't know, to be fair. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that is. Yeah, for the state it's in, it's a bit of a pricey one. It's a fair call. So where are we waiting to hear back from here? Come on screen. Get to loading. You can do it. There we are. Right. So Kyoto are still gonna... So it's Kyoto Sanga in Japan. Al Ain in the UAE. Is the season still going? You know, they stayed up. Okay. Just making sure they're not in a career situation. Al Ain, who are really good in the UAE, and the 2 ninja teams are weighing on. and Brisbane and Newcastle. Brisbane surprisingly have better finances. So, Copter Doctor might get his wish there. But right, we'll get to the end of this week in game, and then I'll probably call it there, guys. Had a pretty solid stream for my standards today. All right, qualifiers. Yes, what are we? Do we have fixtures? Do we know who we're playing in those qualifiers? That'd be a good way to end things today. Well, so we're in the Malaysian Top League, the Super League of Malaysia. Just finished second. So where we are on that league table, it's in the background, but it doesn't have the right amount of games played, but we did finish second. So we've got Champions League football next season. Just don't think we're going to do too well in it with our finances, unfortunately. Because we've only got an extra £200 in the wage budget and 30k to spend on the transfer market. So it's not a lot to try and get the squad Champions League ready. But we'll see how we get on if we end up staying here. Because we are only supposed to be the 11th best team in this league as well. We've done a miracle getting them to second. Okay, made it to the Monday. Nothing is happening. So we'll just wait for the game to stop processing. And that'll probably be it for today, people. I hope you enjoyed the stream, though. A decent end to the season. Lost to JDT. That didn't matter in the end because we had already qualified for the Champions League. Lost the cup final to Terengganu. That was frustrating because they finished fourth. Let's just go through all of these. Don't think we know. Ajax, that's not bad. That'd be a good couple of players, actually. Got any tips? If you're at Ajax, should give a pretty good youth system that you can rely on. But it's very dependent on clubs, FM, and players you buy. It's like systems and all that sort of stuff can be completely different what works. So not minding wing play this year as a system if you need tactical stuff, but yeah, can be quite random. That could be a good get. That could be a good get. He might be better than what we've got. We'll think about that. Right. So that'll do it for today, guys. I will sort out some contracts for the guys I want to keep around. Otherwise, I won't really go forward at all. So I'll probably try and keep him here because he's a local and he's quite good. COL. Don't know if we're going to improve on a Southeast Asian. Sahaimi, we'll keep him. Not sure about Gope. Might be able to improve on him as a foreigner, so we'll see about that. Bookhurt, more likely renew his contract. Safari, we'll see. Mod Dean, definitely going to renew his contract. Homegrown. Drummond, probably going to renew his. How do you make money in game? League position, generally, and selling players is the other way. Caden Soper, I'm not sure about. I'm really not sure about Caden. So we'll see about, might look to replace him. And those guys down there are a bit average. So I'll probably do that contract stuff off camera. And otherwise we'll pick things up on Wednesday when we come back. But thanks for coming in today, guys. Greatly appreciated. Hanging out with me. We're in Asia. So that's the main thing for next season. And we'll see how those couple of applications go. Kota Sangha, Al Ain on the men's side. One of those clubs definitely in a lot better position to do something decent. And Brisbane and Newcastle in the Ninja A League, the best named league in all of the game. Could we be going there? Who knows? But thanks for coming in today, guys. If you're on YouTube, catch you later. Bye. I'll see you on Wednesday.